It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
These deals are working hard to save you money. From August 28th through September 3rd, save 15% off Balin stock tanks, $200 off Black Diamond log splitters, and find big discounts on shoes for the family.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
Make the most of your Labor Day weekend with Coastal.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4159. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has poverty foods that everyone still loves. Chitlins. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, Men's Room shout of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted. Click, clack. Drinkity drunk. All right, here we go. Detroit man steals a go-kart from the Family Dollar store and drives it to a gas station to sell it. Meanwhile, the Ontario Premier tells citizens going to the beach to not go there and take a dump. Florida man bets friend $100 he can get on the news and wins. A 12-year-old from Maryland is good at catching species with fins. And a Pennsylvania claw game machine offers a live groundhog as a prize. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category wheel. Yeah. Close. We're close to timing us out. We will spin the category wheel, and then we will ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right, because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. So far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Pam, who upon hearing the word urinate, responded, "You're not so bad looking yourself." and found a way to answer 14 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
To be a contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
This is NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association. It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
You've heard the saying, better, faster, cheaper, you can only pick two. But when it comes to customer service, AI is changing everything. Intercom's AI-first support platform won't make anyone compromise. Customers get a 70% faster first response time, and half of those questions are resolved instantly, which gives agents more time for the complex issues. And leaders get 31% more efficient teams and happier customers. Better, faster, or cheaper? Go ahead, pick all three. Intercom, AI-first customer service.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All right, for Jenny. Pull the Patrols, away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4,159. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. I'm still waiting with bated breath for Jenny to get back in touch with us about taking us out.
Beer.
Yeah, for the beers.
What about $150 tab?
$150 tab is what we're shooting for.
Come on, Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny. Come on. Big show for you today. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. The head chef is back. We've got some poverty foods that everyone still loves.
Yeah, and most of them we all eat in here. There's only like a couple where you're like, I don't really care for that.
Well, let's face it. I think a lot of the basis of some of the better foods, at least from my American eating standpoint, are the ones that are made with not the best cut of meat, or the choicest of ingredients, so to speak. I mean, you know, when an oyster po' boy was first invented, the idea was that oysters were so cheap at the time that if you did not have any money, this was the sandwich that you would eat because it's called a po' boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Shrimp were the same thing. So the idea was you couldn't afford to eat, so you ate oysters.
You ate this stuff.
Yeah.
But then the problem is people that are broke tend to use things, get ready for this, called flavor. And then when other people that had money tried this, they're like, hey, we can jack up the price of this because it's really, really good.
Very cheap.
And it's very starchy.
Yes. That is for
bag
sure.
of potatoes, bag of rice, the typical things. If you've grown up in a family with a few siblings there, you know the drill. You know it's going to be pasta night one night a week. And there's nothing wrong with pasta night. That was one of the things I looked forward to as a kid. But I'm assuming this is the ramen noodle well, so to speak, and things of that nature.
Some of that stuff, one, you will particularly like, Miles, because it, as far as America goes, it's from your region.
Oh, okay. Very good. So, poverty foods.
Raccoon.
I can't even believe that West Virginia has any poverty. That is amazing. Poverty foods that everyone still loves. Coming up with a head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. Also for you today, we'll have some updated locations on the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing. Stadium locations if you are headed to the game tonight as well. What else do we have for you today? Tons of crap. Yeah. Win your share of $100,000 just like Jenny on the Odyssey app. If you don't have the Odyssey app, download it now. It's absolutely free. Be sure to make an account. Make that account and then log in. Listen for 1 hour. If you listen for 1 hour, that qualifies you for your share of $99,000.
Because Jenny, she already took 1,000 of it. Although on that note, we are hoping to hear from Jenny because we want her to take us out for beers.
That's fair.
I can't think of anything better she could possibly do with her money. Now, we don't know how to get in contact with her, but a very astute texter just hit us up and said, look, man, if you can't contact Jenny, try this number. Mike, write this down.
Okay.
It is 8675-309.
Oh, I bet that's a 206 extension. Yeah.
It might be. But see, that's someone who's thinking.
Do they give
that is,
yeah. Wait, hold on, man. Like a band license plate, right? No one gets that number. I don't care what your area code is. Because there's no area code in the song. It's just 867-5309.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you take the number?
I'm saying that number is banned.
Nah,
I'm saying
you
you could not even ask for that number if it was available.
Let's call it.
Yeah, that's right. 206-867-5309.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Well,
just calling to somebody and just look, say, sorry, man, wrong number, or whatever it might be. Who knows?
How could this possibly go wrong?
Yeah, we can't do it now. We can do it in a second here. Because the reason being is that...
Well, just don't put them on air.
That's it. The way the rules
if
work.
someone answers, then we know, you can, in fact, get this number.
If you call this program and you are on the air, then you know that you are going to be on the air because you called the program. However...
The problem is that if somebody actually does pick up, then they're going to be annoyed because you think that we're the first jamokes to come up with this.
No!
Is Tommy Tito
It's not
there?
about us being the first to do this. We know this is not groundbreaking.
We're
just trying to figure out whether or not they still assign this number.
Right. You know what? If I call from the numbers here in the studio, it's going to look weird on their phone, so maybe they won't pick up. But
What does it look like from...
It's only like 5 numbers.
Yeah.
Well, they could
on the hotline, if you dial out on the hotline, when you get it, it's just like 5 weird numbers.
Yeah, they're not answering that.
Right, but then we can maybe just get it like an answering machine and leave them a goofy message.
Oh, there you go.
Has the hotline ever gone off since we've been on the air in the studio?
I mean, sure, yeah. If we get like a guest,
I don't know. Is there a light? Typically, with a hotline, there's a light that flashes and bells and whistles. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, just right here on my board. But if we have a guest call in, they'll call in on the hotline.
All right. Okay. All right.
People say Miles is right, except overseas. In the U.S., 867-5309 is banned. Someone else says I use that number for website and solicitors, which is funny. The number is a dead number, guys. And someone else says people actually auction off that number all the time. It's worth money. And
if it's a dead
someone
number,
already tried. The 206 does not work. Thank you for trying on our behalf.
See, I knew it.
How about a 253?
Give it a shot. Everyone out there, just dial whatever area code you want. It doesn't matter what part of the country, and then 867-5309, and see if anybody answers.
What's your area code for the Baltimore
410.
410. There you go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a band number. There's no way. Okay, so this is the day that we play the game known as Big Dummy. It is an easy game to play. We spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Our biggest dummy is Pam. Took Pam 13 questions to get one right. And as we do when we play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. Now, last week on the poll, just some strange skills. We said, hey, man, well, if you could just be instantly a master at one of these skills, what would you pick? And the choices were pottery. So immediately you could become a master at doing any kind of pottery. Next up was sewing. You would be a master sewer, whether that's upholstery, whether that's making your own clothes, fixing the clothes that you've torn up. Origami was also a skill that you could master instantly. And our final one was wood carving.
I'm sorry, man. I was watching the text line. Somebody says, I got one. It's ringing. Just let us know how it plays out.
Okay, yeah. And I guess maybe I didn't think this one through well enough, just realizing that we are in the Pacific Northwest. Mm-hmm. Wood carving just absolutely kicked ass. Oh, yeah. It was way ahead with 66%.
Right. We are in the place of wood carving.
It was not even close. Sewing, by the way, came in second at 22%. Pottery was third at 7%. Origami, the one I picked, that was the least.
Have you made your origami penis yet?
I tried. It's harder than you think it is. What? I mean, not.
Hey, no. Hey.
I thought they had a. But you were looking at the tutorial.
I know that. It was like IKEA furniture. After a while, you just get bored and just start this is just going to work.
Did you see the email someone sent, and it was basically origami doggy position? It's two separate pieces they made, but
just
they fit together.
Slide one over to the lovely lady beside you.
And look, it sounds stupid.
I want you to have this.
But it was impressive.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is some serious origami work.
What are you doing over there? I'm making something for you.
You just wait.
When it's all said and done, you slide it on over.
Happy Valentine's Day.
There you go, baby. So this week on the poll, we're going to take a page from yesterday's show. on the world of pets. And basically, even though you love your pet, when did you feel like just giving the damn thing back, so to speak? And a lot of people had some interesting pets and things they brought up. So today, we are going to take a small page from that and have you pick one, all right? So we're going to stick with pets at the beginning here. And the first choice is that you would have a primate as a pet. That would be anything from, depending on where you live, you can have a chimpanzee.
Yep.
Depending on the
Don't do it.
the state, you can have a macaque?
Macaque or whatever.
Macaque?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that it's a rhesus monkey, maybe?
I know.
It's a macaque.
Macaque. All right, bro.
Macaque.
Look, I'm trying.
Macaque.
Somebody say macaque.
Gets lost. Walking through the neighborhood. Please help me, macaque. That'd be fun. Either way.
That's the only reason to get that. That's the only reason I would get that as a screen. But look.
I hope it gets out.
Name your dog that then.
No, that's different. I'm talking about my monkey. Because I would say that goes, oh, come on. It's a monkey, Mike.
Because you're not saying my monkey.
Oh.
You're walking around saying, have you seen monkey?
Yes, exactly.
So you got to say my.
I do not
Otherwise I'm
trust
gonna dump
primates,
it.
man. We had the chimpanzee that ripped that chick's face off in Connecticut, right?
Yep.
I had a friend who owned a spider monkey. It was a teeny tiny thing, and my one interaction with this thing was don't laugh around the monkey, which seems stupid. Like, why not? Like, man, it gets pissed if you laugh. Like, whatever. But we're sitting at a dining room table. I said something, and the chick who owned the monkey, she giggled. She didn't like boo ha ha. I mean, it was just a quick little. And then there's this dead silence for about a 1 Mississippi. This thing reaches across the table. I'm telling you, lightning fast. Bitch slaps her and then starts freaking out. So me and the rest of the people left, and I just thought, don't want a monkey.
Other than a zoo, I don't believe I've ever seen a monkey anywhere.
Thank God.
I've never seen like a street performer with one on his shoulder. I don't believe I've ever.
That's a good question. I don't know that I've seen a monkey just outside of a zoo.
Or any kind of primate, whatever it is. Believe it or not, baboons are also pets. In some countries. Yes, they are.
In some countries,
yes, they are.
They're not kidding, man.
No, I just read a whole
hyenas, baboons,
Yeah.
like the last animals you think anyone would want as a pet. But yeah, there's these guys that have pet baboons.
All right. And apparently, as far as primates are concerned, yes, they can be aggressive, but believe it or not, they're one of the more docile primates as far as they're not very active. They sit. They're not very they can be, just like any other animal, when they feel like that they need to be.
But the difference is when they get aggressive, just by the nature of how they choose to fight, they try to pin your ankles down, pin your hands back, and rip off your genitalia.
Well, that's
their
chimpanzee.
first order.
Chimpanzees do that.
Yeah.
Now, as far as a baboon goes, I'm not saying they can't. I just don't know if that's their fighting style.
It's going to beat your ass.
I don't know if they have a ground. I don't know if they have a ground game. Or they like to just stand and jab like a kangaroo. I'm not sure how they fight, but they said that they are
viciously.
They're more temperamental, I guess.
No, I don't want that. Temperamental means you don't know what you're walking into.
Correct.
Yes.
Right? Like if you say my dog's mean, we go, cool, we know your dog's going to be outside. If you say my dog is temperamental, man, that does not work for me.
As far as primates,
temperamental is not a good way to describe something.
Because what you're saying is I have no idea what mood my animal's going to be in.
Yeah, it's just like
he
marriage.
likes to fight.
Just like marriage. They say primates are very intelligent social wild animals with complicated needs that can't be met in a home environment. Species of primates can live from 20 to 50 years, making them a serious long-term commitment. As the article goes, here are some reasons why primates don't make good pets. They are potentially dangerous. While they might look cute, they can become aggressive when they mature and have been known to bite and attack their owners. They are not suitable house pets. They need space, companions, and mental stimulations. Not what you find in someone's living room. Monkeys, like marmosets, also scent mark extensively.
Oh, cool.
Spreading their musky smell everywhere.
This just sounds like an awful pet.
They need a specific diet. Metabolic bone disease is common, debilitating and painful. It's a health problem in pet primates, and it's caused by poor diet and lack of UV light. Whatever a breeder may tell you, primates need very specialized diets. Also, health problems. Primates need specialist vets, which can be expensive. You think taking your dog to the vet is expensive? Wait till you take your monkey in. Primates can also spread disease to human, such as measles and herpes.
Wait till you take your monkey in. Just a weird line.
That was expensive.
They need
I didn't take my monkey in last week, dog.
Inflation? You want to talk inflation? Try on a monkey.
I can't even take my monkey to the vet no more.
They need companionship. They are reared by their mom.
Well, maybe they should stop being so moody.
Removing them too early as an attempt to tame them causes extreme suffering, and they miss their mother forever. Primates also need to be socialized with other primates. They are highly social. And
anybody own a monkey?
Keeping them alone is inhumane, they say. Human company is no way a replacement for living with other compatible primates of their own kind. So there's the down low.
So there's no reverse Tarzan.
On the primate.
Like Tarzan lived among the apes. He had no people. He was fine. You know what I mean? Even hooked up with a hot chick.
Yeah.
But a monkey cannot do that in return.
So,
like,
Where the monkey's at?
you get a pet monkey, you could have the damn thing for 40 years. That's option number one.
or it could rip your face off.
Option number two is the parrot. There are roughly 398 species of parrots, found mostly in tropical and subtropical regions. The order is subdivided into three superfamilies. The Piscicoria. Those are true parrots.
Nailed it.
The all over New Zealand parrots and the which are cockatoos. Carrot, you want to give it a shot?
Hold on, where are you?
Top paragraph there.
Top paragraph. Okay, we can get to this. The Strigopoidea, that's a New Zealand one. The Cockatooidea. Cockatooidea, that's literally what it says. Yeah, it's Cockatooidea. All
right.
The characteristic features parents, the curved bill, the clawed zygodactyl feet, strong legs, and an upright stance. Many parrots are vividly colored. They can live between 40 to 80 years. Keep in mind,
that is correct.
You're keeping this thing. They say, unfortunately, the truth that's keeping a parrot as a pet is cruel and potentially dangerous. Parrots are considered to be animals who are inherently wild. Even if captive bred, they possess the same wild traits as their wild-born cousins who live in the jungles and rainforests. These things can include loud vocalizations, tremendously powerful bite. Didn't you say your dads would peck you on the ear?
Oh, man, try to take your lobe off.
Yeah. Aggression related to the stress of captivity. The parrot's wild traits don't usually mesh well in people's homes or even outside in aviaries. Parrots are one of the most frustrating, destructive, messy, and noisy companions a person can have. This increases the odds that the birds will be abused and neglected and finally rehomed, possibly with an even worse guardian. Yet, pet stores rarely offer these facts to the customers prior to purchase. Well, no kidding.
Hey, my dad had this bird brain, the parrot, and you would be walking down the steps from the bedroom, whatever, and he'd be hopping up and just go right past you. You're like, hey, where you going, buddy? He's just hopping up the steps because I think his wings were clipped, so he was a walker. Yeah. But I mean, like, he'd follow you in the kitchen.
Did he talk?
Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. He was. I know.
Did he talk when he hopped up the stairs?
No, I'm gonna have to ask my dad whatever happened to BB.
I was gonna say, how long did he have it? This thing can live 40 to 80 years.
You know what? I'm gonna text him over the break and find out. Yeah, what happened to BB? All right, next up on the list is
you know it's not going to be anything normal.
No,
not with your dad. Dude. There's no way.
He lived on the.
Well, Thanksgiving rolled around.
He lived on an
turkey fell on the floor. So
he lived on a waterway in Dunedin, Florida. So that thing basically just most of the time sat on his shoulder while he fished off his back deck.
He got eaten by a gator.
Done by a gator.
Yeah, Dunedin.
Next up on the pet list, you could take an iguana. Only $30. Small, colorful, fun to watch, and cheap. What could be better, they say. The green iguana. Green iguana. The green. That's how they say it in the native land. The green iguana are green and flashy, beautiful and exotic, pragmatic and active, full of charm. But soon enough, you'll notice that your cuddly little lizard starts wearing out his novelty. Unsuspecting American citizens all across the country walk into pet stores with only the best intentions in mind, looking for a new friend. Unfortunately,
hey, friend,
they say, quote, these ignoramuses are doomed.
Oh, Jesus.
Green iguana's body is designed to attract males and females alike, stirring them. Basically, they are intoxicating to any other, I'm assuming, iguana reptile.
Oh, my God. So look at the green on you, girl.
They're constantly looking for a companion and mate.
Yeah.
So that's their whole goal. Like the beagle is food, They just want to get together and have some
Or a
sex.
guy.
Come on, baby. I like women. I like men. I like them all.
I'm out here trying to hump.
They are...
Show me that Chloe car.
I can take my tail off and grow back. Want to see?
They're money pits, requiring constant UVB lighting, UVA lighting, heat, nutritional supplements.
Cold in here.
Climbing materials, baths, medical care. Something should go wrong. Something always does go wrong. Metabolic bone disease, gout. Kidney disease.
They get gout?
Stomatitis, ticks, mites, roundworms, flatworms. Just examples of some of the typical things an iguana owner will come to witness.
Knew I shouldn't have had that beard fish last night.
Damn gout.
Logger always gets me.
My damn toe hurts like a bitch.
They say as pets, iguanas quickly grow from being a bright green 6-inch individual to a 7-foot-long, dull gray monster capable of scratching your eyes out, biting your fingers off, and slashing your bare skin.
It's really
with
just the
one
cherry juice.
powerful whip of a tail. So, iguana would be your third choice.
How long do they live?
They live 7 feet long. Does not say life on this. I can look that up. And finally, on our men's room poll, you can pick one more to be stuck in space. We did the same thing a month ago. When 2 American astronauts blasted off on a test mission to the International Space Station on the 5th of June, they are expected to be back home in a matter of days. 8 days to be exact. But things did not go quite as planned. We can get into this
They
a little
went
bit
as
more.
expected.
They are now saying 2025.
That would be next year.
Or you could
But it's only 5 or 6 months.
I'm taking
Depending
space.
on how you look at it. So look, we know the primate's going to be 40 to 60 years. We know the parrot is going to be longer than that. We don't know the iguana stuck in space just a few months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the iguana.
Taking
Really?
the iguana.
Who am I stuck in space with?
Well,
whoever's
people on
up there.
ISIS, yeah.
All right.
I mean, whoever your Russian cosmonaut buddy is. You make friends with everybody. It's going to be fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about that.
Somehow you'd find a way to tailgate.
Exactly.
How did you get Bud Light up there? Hey.
They just lit charcoal. Houston. So, poll is up now.
Game comes on at 4 a.m.
If you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, will it be taking a primate, a parrot, an iguana, or stuck in space? We'll come back and play the game known as Big Dummy next.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code STYLE at checkout. That's harrys.com, code STYLE. Enjoy.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Ted, I made a phone call there during the break and found out what happened to Bird Brain, my dad's parrot.
All right, my money's on got eaten by a gator.
All right. Any other guesses?
I just heard the answer in the elevator.
Mike, you know what happened to my dad's parrot? Had it for 3 years. Then he lost it in a divorce.
Oh.
Yes.
How many times have you been married?
2 that I know of. All right, good. I mean, sorry as I know, but either way.
Just for my own curiosity, what was he doing?
What was he doing at that point in time?
Yeah.
He was doing sales.
No. When you called him, I'm just wondering what's he doing on a Thursday afternoon at like 4?
He doesn't even know what day it is, dude. He's retired. I mean, retired people don't know if it's Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday.
Ever.
Yeah, so he's enjoying his life, I'm assuming.
Yeah, every time I talk to my mother now, we were talking for like 10 minutes, and she's like, Steve, what day is it? Like, it's Thursday. She has not known the day of the week I'm looking for 20 years now, and I'm looking forward to the day where I'm like, don't know, don't care.
I have some of those days, and I have work. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Tom, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
Sober, Tom. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you got to pick one on our men's room poll. Are you going to take a primate, a parrot, an iguana, or be stuck in space?
I think probably the parrot.
Taking a parrot.
How old are you now, Tom?
60.
Yeah, that thing's going to outlive you. Like, you will die. And who would you leave your parrot to? Because you understand, you will pass. This parrot will have like another 50 years of life. Who are you going to curse and leave this parrot to?
I'll leave it to one of my sons. I've got 5 of them.
Oh, man.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
So the one you like the least, that's who's getting the parrot. That's how they'll figure it out. All right, Tom, here is your question. What is the largest island in the United Kingdom?
United Kingdom. I'm going to say Great Britain is the largest island.
One and done.
One
Tom.
and
nice
done.
job.
All right, before we let you go, let's give you a 50-50 here. True or false? The largest city in Florida is Miami.
I'm going to say true.
You would think so.
Hold on.
Is it on people or square or like?
This is population. And the city that most people, including myself, do not think of as the largest city in Florida has almost twice the population of Miami.
I'll guess
Tampa Bay.
Orlando.
Nope. Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Oh,
Jacksonville.
no way.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, that's what I thought, man. Yeah, Jacksonville is almost twice the population of Miami.
I do not remember that. I don't remember it being that, well...
No.
One.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but...
I'm trying to find the right word.
The right word? Yeah.
How would I put that? Game is, it's an interesting spot. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Jacksonville is deep Georgia.
It really is.
I mean, it's got the beaches, but I mean,
sure.
When I was there, I was like, oh, this is much more like being in the South than it is being in Florida.
Yes, it absolutely is. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Michael, are you sober or not sober?
37 years clean.
Oh, good for you, man. Did you have an event?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, did you have some specific event that turned the tides for you?
Yeah, graduating from college and realizing I couldn't work with real people because of my addiction. That was a kind of a game changer.
See, that's why you should have gotten in radio and worked with these weirdos I work with. It's all good.
All right, Michael, pick one on our men's room poll. You're going to take a primate to live with you, a parrot, an iguana, or be stuck in space?
You know what? I would love to be stuck in space, but knowing my luck, I'd end up with some moron like Elon Musk.
Well, that would be, honestly, Michael, that would be your best chance of getting off of that craft.
Well, not if he's stuck up there with you. You need him on the ground.
Have anything to do with that stuff.
Right. You remember his last launch? Didn't go so well.
Well, I'm
just saying, like, Boeing isn't crushing it. SpaceX isn't crushing it. Those guys are going to be up there for a while, man.
Maybe. Hear me out.
All right.
Maybe it was good as a government program. Maybe the private stuff isn't as good.
Well, that's true. The things that have gone wrong have been the private, where they dole out the stuff. But understand, even when NASA, quote unquote, isn't working with private companies, they've always worked with private companies.
Yeah.
Right. It used to be Westinghouse back in the day, McDonnell Douglas, all this kind of stuff.
Bezos, he just kind of went up there a few times. Is he done?
It seems that way, but I don't think he put a craft up there that would be of any benefit if you're stuck on the space station, because his were more like plane kind of things.
All right.
It's just like do a low Earth orbit, take a good look. I think they're only up there 10 minutes at a pop.
He's
come
over
back
it.
down.
Yeah. Chances are, one potential option being considered is to attach 2 astronauts to a mission that is scheduled to launch in September. It was supposed to be 4.
Right.
All right. Now just with 2. And then take the other 2 seats and return them back to Earth with that mission in February 2025 on the SpaceX Crew Dragon craft. So that's one option if they cannot fix the...
what is their other option?
The other option, they say, is to fix the Starliner and get them...
Is that the one that took them up there?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, man, it's not like you can take it to Jiffy Lube and it's just there. And there's some guys on the ground hoping that what they're telling you is correct.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No.
There's no chance.
Jesus.
All right, Michael, I'll be stuck in space with you. And here is your question. And by then, I'll be dry, too. I would lose my mind up there. Like, there's got to be a way to make some beer. Guys, there's got to be something.
You can't have a cigarette?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
There's no alcohol. You can't masturbate in peace.
I think they'd open the airlock and push my ass out. It's like, we cannot deal with you anymore.
I mean, if I'm stuck up there for 6 months, at some point, I was like, turn around, dude. It's like, I got to get this out.
Or don't turn around. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
I'll make eye
look
contact.
me in the eyes.
Yeah. I'm just going to stare at the earth and do it. All right, your question. What mythical creature roams the labyrinth?
Oh, God. I want to say Minotaur, but I don't think that's right.
Is that your answer or no?
Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay.
Boom.
Nice job.
There you go.
Another one and done.
A one
All
and
right.
done. All right, before we let you go, true or false question. The first CGI character as the lead was King Kong in the 2005 remake.
False.
They're correct. The first was in 1995, Casper.
Oh,
the friendly ghost who died of tuberculosis.
I have questions, and you are you have enough space knowledge to answer this.
I don't know if I do.
Okay, so I'm on the International Space Station, and after 4 days, man, I'm finally working one out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I got.
You only made it 4 days?
Well, look, I'm
How long do you think
there's
you
no
could
gravity, so I don't think my metabolism. I don't think it's going to work down my intestines like they would if there was gravity.
So you're pooping, you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
I thought.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you meant masturbation.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that floating. No problem.
Floating on your back.
You know for a fact someone's done that skydiving and successfully got there before pulling the chute. I mean, it's been done. So, all right. So I'm up there and I got to pinch one out.
Yeah.
Right? Do I strap myself to a toilet?
I believe it's like a kind of. It is a vertical thing that they use, and I think you do have to strap yourself in.
You have to, because you can't float up while
right.
you're, like one's coming out, you push. Because if you push, I feel like you propulse yourself a little bit.
You would. You honestly would.
Yeah.
Like if you were to
even if you farted, it would take you off.
So that's why they kind of have to lock themselves in, and then there's like I don't know how they attach this bag, but you kind of attach this bag to the backside, right? And then you push it out as you would, and while you would in zero gravity, you'd want to go up because you're strapped in. It prevents you from floating away from your turd. Then you seal this bag and you're done.
Do you empty that thing like Dave Matthews' bus in Chicago? I mean, you just splatter it all over space. I mean, how do you get rid of all that stuff?
I would just chuck it out of the airlock, man. I mean, what else are you going to do with it?
I mean,
it's the vacuum of space. The chances of a bag of crap hitting anything else in space is real slim.
Don't you want your ashes spread in space too?
Yeah, you can throw my ashes up there.
Floating out there with your turd.
Yeah. All of me.
Might as well just flush you down the toilet, man.
The whole nine.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 round.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Steve, are you sober or not sober?
Oh, not sober.
All right, Steve, what are you doing over there? What are you drinking?
Having some vodka soda with a little bit of lemonade.
Oh, watching your girlish figure. Okay.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of weed.
All right, a men's room poll there, Steve. You got to pick one. What are you taking as a pet? A primate, a parrot, an iguana, or option 4 to be stuck in space?
I'll take the iguana. I've had one before.
How was that?
Oh, it's funnier than hell, man. When they get loose, you should see how they run. Their legs go like a wheel.
I've seen them run before in the wild. I've also seen them fight in the wild and have sex in the wild.
Aren't you a lucky man? Yeah. You've seen iguanas have sex, but you haven't seen a monkey.
No.
They're not living
I'm
right.
not kidding.
I believe it's not a brag.
I got a picture.
Hey, Mama, I've seen 2 iguanas that get naked.
I got picture and video of them having sex.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long's the video?
Critters.
Oh, they fight first and then they... It's kind of like being
kind of
married.
like people.
It's kind of like being married.
Yeah. Like, let's fight first. And
then the redhead just grabs and says, okay, let's go.
All right, Steve. Hey, by the way, how long did you have your iguana?
About 3 years.
3? And then what happened to it?
I left it with my sister when I left home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, here is your question. In what country is the city of Marrakesh located? Marrakesh.
Oh, Marrakesh. Oh, boy. Marrakesh.
I'll give you a hint. It's where the Marrakesh Express is.
Yeah, that makes sense, Miles.
Yeah. Famous train that goes to...
Spain.
It's India, isn't it?
Nope. Ted, based on your F1...
Morocco?
Morocco.
Yeah.
There you go.
Marrakesh.
Now, Miles, we were just we were having a discussion about these particular characters about a week ago. Neither of us like these guys, but I'm curious to know if you know the answer to this question, which is, what were the first names of the Hardy Boys? The first names of the Hardy Boys. Jesus God, Mike.
I read them.
I know. You've got to be
the worst books, maybe the worst books ever.
You didn't even hesitate. You were just
they were absolutely horrible.
I loved those books, man. I devoured those things.
Wasn't one of them Tom?
Nope.
Oh.
It was
John and Jim.
Nope. Any guesses, Ted? Mike already knows. That's unreal to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeff?
Frank and Joe.
Oh, Frank and Joe
Frank
Hardy.
and Joe Hardy.
Joe Hardy, man.
I don't know if I read any of the Hardy Boys stuff when I was a kid.
Oh, they were great.
And then they had a
they
TV
weren't.
show for a while.
No, they were terrible. My
They
grandfather
were all
got
hot for Nancy Drew, though.
My grandfather got me.
Everybody liked Nancy
a
Drew.
new Hardy Boys book every year for Christmas.
Yeah.
I can only get through like a chapter or two, and I'm like, this. I'd rather read Nancy Drew.
Yeah,
At
she
least
was
it
a little cooler.
At least it was interesting.
Yeah, but her story was still
better.
interesting.
How were her stories so much better?
Well, she's a chick, and we really wanted to know what
The
happened.
Hardy Boys are like what Scooby-Doo made fun of.
Right.
You know, like they were just parroting how bad those were.
But when you're 11, they're great.
Yeah, Nancy Drew was hot.
God,
I used to read Matt Christopher books.
Matt Christopher?
He wrote like sports books for kids.
Oh, that's the author.
Yeah.
Okay. My kid just read some sports book called Slugfest. I don't know if this guy wrote that or not. I have no idea. But
Slugfest.
It's one of the few books my kid has read that he actually liked.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
thank God, man.
Nice.
Thank you. All right.
You know what? I'm with you.
What's that?
We always had required reading.
Yep.
It's like I read like A Wrinkle in Time and that stuff, Fahrenheit 451. But like the only ones I would actively read on my own were those sports books.
Did you have to read a book over the summer? Because for the last couple of years, both of my kids have had at least one assigned book over the summer.
But back in the day, you would get credit, and then you could get a personal pizza at the Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would do it.
Yep.
My kids, they're just like, no, you have to do it. All right, Steve, here's your question. It's multiple choice.
Well, it's August, so they got to read them now.
Yeah, but it's a personal pizza for a guy who weighs 85 pounds.
That's perfect.
You know?
All right, your question. A man by the name of Pearl Waite. Yes, a man by the name of Pearl Waite. He invented what? Spray cheese, Jell-O, Kool-Aid, or American cheese? So spray cheese, Jell-O, Kool-Aid, or American cheese?
Oh, hell, I don't know. Kool-Aid.
I'll say spray cheese.
Come on, man. The Kool-Aid man invented Kool-Aid. It's right there. In this case, Jell-O. Jell-O. Thank you for that.
I'm indifferent to Jell-O unless it has alcohol in it.
I mean, as a kid, I enjoyed it, but as an adult.
But it used to be a dessert that you would have on the regular. And even then I was like, this is just...
Really?
This is...
No Hardy Boys or Jell-O for you.
No, man, that just sounds awful.
Hardy Boys and Jell-O party.
It's like, I am not going.
Did you know the Kool-Aid man had a name?
Are you looking at it now?
I'm looking at it right now.
Make it multiple choice.
Come on, Captain.
Let's see if I can figure it. Well, the captain knows, but I'm not the captain. He's
So
not here
sometimes he was called Captain Kool-Aid, but I like Frankie D. Kool-Aid.
Are you being serious?
I'm reading it right now.
His name is
Frankie D.
I
Kool-Aid.
wonder if his older brother's Sonny D.
Yeah. All right. Frankie D. That's the name they came up with.
Okay.
Frankie D. Kool-Aid.
Come on.
All right.
I shortened it for legal reasons.
I hate fences.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My lawyer dropped me.
All right. Your question. Keep in mind, the Hawaiian Punch kid, man, he went to jail for assault after. How about a nice Hawaiian Punch? Bam! I mean, every commercial, they're like, son, you apparently are a danger to society. All right, your question. What was the Unabomber's real name?
Oh. Kaczynski?
Yep. That's his last name.
Oh, I don't
Never trust a man with this first name. Yes, Ted Kaczynski.
Wow.
You got it.
Yeah, that was the hint. Ted Kaczynski.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. Hey, is this the Justin that won $1,000?
It all depends on if you're asking for beer.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm asking for beer. Look, man, I'm being as transparent as I can. So that means yes.
Did you really win $1,000?
I really did. Like, those emails, I was like, this is sketch AF. And I was like, okay, I'll bite. I was like, holy moly, here we go. And then, yeah, I got a bunch of information in there. Got the calls. You'll probably hear my dumbass on a freaking promotion soon. So.
Oh, Justin, I can't wait.
We're already playing it, man.
I can't wait to hear you say, it looks sketchy.
Sketchy AF.
But I did it anyway, and I gave my password, and I won. All right, Justin, are you sober or not sober?
I am sober. I am still at work currently.
All right, Justin. Okay, our men's room poll.
Couldn't quit on $1,000, huh?
Right.
Nah.
Pick one. What are you taking? A primate, a parrot, an iguana, or being stuck in space?
You know, I actually like iguanas, so I'll go ahead and go
like
with that.
iguanas.
Thank you.
Okay.
You like iguanas. Okay.
That's a weird one.
Justin the Freak. All right. Here is your question. What two brothers, not black men, just related, what two brothers are currently featured on Wheaties? I just want to be clear, man. Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. Like, no.
They're athletes for sure?
They are athletes, yeah.
Okay.
So what two brothers are currently featured on Wheaties?
Would that be the Kelsey brothers?
Oh, that's not a bad guess, man.
That is a great guess. That is a great guess, Justin.
Well, they couldn't fit Jason on there.
Current brothers.
Yes,
well, they're current on the box.
They are currently on the box. I had to look it up, but yeah.
Are they still active in their sport?
One of them has retired.
The Watt brothers.
Yep, JJ and TJ Watt.
All right. Okay.
Is it just two of them, or is it all three of them?
Just who's the third one? Exactly.
JT Watt.
And what does he do?
He's with he's down with the Steelers.
No, that's JJ Watt.
No,
JJ
Watt played for the Houston Texans.
Damn it.
And
TJ Watt. Sorry, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt plays for the Steelers. But then the one that was on the Chargers.
Right, Derek Watt was in the league, and he was a fullback.
He's just Derek?
Yeah.
You got JJ, TJ, and Derek. Damn.
But then he went to play for the Steelers, didn't he?
You're right. He's still on the Steelers right now.
So how do you think he feels not being on the box? Keep in mind, because he played. His brother is retired.
It's a crappy cereal. He's happy.
Man, Thanksgiving's going to be weird.
It is. Hey, Derek.
You know what I do? I'd invite them over for dinner. I just give them a bowl of Wheaties, and I keep all the Thanksgiving food for the rest of the family.
That's why they're not going to Derek's.
Here's your bowl.
It is kind of funny, though, that, at dinner, he's the sucky brother, because he's only like a 6-year pro.
Hey. And he's Derek.
Right.
All right, the question. In 1997, who became the first race car driver to be featured on the front of a box of Wheaties?
97?
1997.
Dale Earnhardt?
You got it.
Oh.
Very good.
Who were you guessing?
Casey King.
Casey King.
No, I said Jeff Gordon first.
Rainbow Warrior?
Yeah. That's Equine Weekly, you're thinking. More of Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-803-ROCK.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
This is NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association. It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragececk.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragececk.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that human connection means the world. By connecting with one another, we know we're not alone. By connecting, we feel what others feel. We breathe better, laugh easier, and feel healthier. At Regents, connection is at the heart of everything we do. It inspires our commitment to our communities and to you. Here, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. Regents Blue Shield. Together we health.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
9 KISW. We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
KISW's 5th annual Kicks for Kids campaign is on now. That helps our friends at Mary's Place as we get set for the new school year. I know if you're a kid in the car, you don't want to hear that, but it's coming fast. Faster than you think. A lot of kids, especially those that Mary's Place shelters and helps out, they don't have their enough money for their own shoes. So the idea is we're going to collect as much money as we can to give a kid a brand new pair of shoes. Yeah. They get to pick it out and gives them the confidence they need to go back to school and feel good about themselves. KISW.com. Go there now and donate what you can. The goal is we've raised $200,000 so far. The goal is $20,000 this year.
You know, we can help out a lot.
We will hook up most of the kids.
Our friend Justin, he just won $1,000. I mean, we know he's got some extra cash. He just want to buy his beer, maybe help some kids.
Yeah, Justin.
Right, exactly.
You heartless.
Kicks for Kids. Please donate what you can now at KISW.com. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Lance. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hey, guys.
Hola. Lance, are you sober or not sober?
Working on my third.
Third what?
Beer.
Men's Room IPA?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Lance. We appreciate that. And so does the Fisher House. Okay, our Men's Room poll. You got to pick one. Are you going to take a primate for a pet, a parrot, an iguana for a pet, or to be stuck in space?
Well, this is easy because I've had one before. But I want to give a shout out to my lovely future wife, Tammy, and her kids. Other than that, absolutely iguana.
Iguana.
Are you dating Tammy or are you just manifesting this?
That's a good question.
Dating. It's complicated.
Okay. It's always good when it's complicated and they're your future spouse. I don't think two things go together better than that. All right there, Lance. Here is your question. You're familiar with Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka created what specific candy for poor children? You laughing at the poor kids?
I didn't know. He was like, give that to the poor ones.
No, it makes sense when you hear it. You go, oh, okay.
Well, it wasn't the golden ticket. That's for the chocolate. That's for sure. So the gobstopper.
Whoa,
The
Lance.
everlasting gobstopper. The idea was you buy one of these and it lasts a real long time. So if
Forever.
you didn't have a lot of money,
Okay.
the kid
Right.
still had candy in his mouth, Ted. That's why they're the everlasting gobstopper, all right?
I like gobstoppers.
I
What
thought,
does that say about you?
I thought candy.
Sounds like I was poorer than I thought.
That lasted 2 weeks.
Do you remember the name of the kid in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
I never actually watched it.
Well, which one?
Yeah. Which one?
Wait a
The one
minute.
that stole it?
The real one, Gene Wilder.
Oh, yeah, Gene Wilder. Yeah, absolutely. I'm 60, so I know all those movies.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to get married at 60?
Absolutely.
Okay, then.
All right.
Good luck, Lance.
All right, Lance, here's your true or false question. True or false? They use a 13-month calendar in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yes.
So they still use they actually have the Enoch text in their Bible. They're the only ones that have that. So I would say, I got to say 13.
You knew a little more about that than I expected. Yeah, they have a 13-month calendar, all right? But the 13th month is only 5 days long.
Okay.
But it goes to 6 days long on leap year. So based on their calculations, they're in 2016. It's 2016 in Ethiopia.
What a year.
I was about to say.
Should we tell them?
Things are about to get wild. Get vaccinated now.
Things gonna be crazy.
Yeah, build an indoor bar.
Hello, Nathan. Welcome to the men's room.
Buds and beers, bitches.
Hola. Nathan, are you sober or not sober?
I'm on Rainier number 2 and a couple bowls deep as well. So I'd say not sober.
Okay, Nathan, good for you. Okay, our men's room poll. Pick one. Are you going to take a primate, a parrot, an iguana, or be stuck in space?
Thrill, I'm with you. I'm stuck in space with you.
All right, bring your beers and buds.
Mm-hmm. Both you guys
I'll sing the national anthem for you again.
both you guys having nicotine fits?
Oh, man, it would suck. I'd start smoking other astronauts.
Oh, God.
What happened to his finger? Oh, I just made a joint out of it. All right, here's your question. What actress starred in the show The Queen's Gambit and the movie Furiosa? You like this chick?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I watched either of those. Well, no, I didn't watch either of those. I'm just going to say Kirsten Dunst, even though that's not correct.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
That is correct. Really? You think she's hot?
Hell yeah.
She's just, there's something, when I look at her face, man, there's something about her eyes where I'm like, I get the feeling she might stab me in my sleep with
I know. And for whatever reason.
I know. Okay.
Her eyes are captivating,
I don't know, man. Captivating.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. She freaks me out.
She draws me in, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
See, she wants to do that. She wants to do that, man. I'm telling you, she's a succubus.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm with Thrill, man.
No?
No.
Not for you.
Like, I don't think she's ugly. It's not that.
Sure.
Just there's something in her eyes when I look at her. I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable.
No, I'm there all day. All day, baby.
I mean, they're a little spread out.
Yes, they are.
Wow. You can fit two more between them.
Unfortunately, I don't know who we're talking about.
Oh, Google her. You'll understand.
More for me.
You ever seen one of them green aliens?
All right, your question.
Green alien, Ted.
Remember Sid from Ice Age?
Aliens aren't green.
It's kind of weird though when you see those people. It's like people without eyebrows.
Yeah.
It takes you a minute to
You
figure out
can't
what's
figure,
going
like,
on. You're
why?
like, you're looking. You're like, oh my God, your eyes are on the side of your head.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Thrill's absolutely right. I don't know what it is. She looks like she would stab you.
And I'm sure
Yes.
she's sweet.
Yeah, I'm sure she's a good
she's
person.
not. No, I'm not sure.
Oh, no. Ted's right.
There's something psychotic in her eye. And I'm not saying she's a psychopath. I'm saying she looks like a psychopath. Really, Mike?
Absolutely a psycho.
Mike's the guy that jumped overboard because the mermaid called to him.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Mike, she has a tail. Don't care, bro.
Dead.
Those silver sparkly scales, I'm in.
Do not care.
I hear it. I'm going to it.
Yeah, that's Mike. Someone, but on the text line, someone says, I'm right there with Mike. She can bring me, quote unquote, joy.
Thank you.
And then she'll stab you in the neck, brother.
Damn right.
Jesus. Sorry.
But Taylor her ham.
Man, make it salty. All right. Your question.
It's gross.
What phobia? Yes, it is. What phobia is the most common phobia?
Arachnophobia.
Got it. Nice job.
I now have Anya Taylor-Joy phobia.
No!
You don't think she looks crazy, or you think she looks crazy?
The right amount of crazy, man.
No, that's a lot of crazy.
No.
If you got a 5-gallon bucket, you can't fit 6 gallons in it.
No, I get lost
and
in
she
those
has
eyes,
done
man.
that.
I get lost in those eyes.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's getting weird now, man.
You can chuckle, man. I don't care.
Really?
Yes. Yes. She does it for me. I don't. To be fair, I have no idea why either. But I find when I watch her in movies, just like, damn, she is pretty.
I mean, look,
Either.
you like
I like
who
that.
you like.
They're so far apart. Either one is on each side of her head. We don't need to go to IMAX.
She's got it a lot.
Show off.
Either side of her head, yes. Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Slee stack.
Philip?
Hola. Adam, are you?
What's going on, guys?
We're doing good, man. Are you sober or not sober?
I'd say sober-ish.
All right, sober-ish. I like that. I'm going to need you to get out of your car.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam, pick one on our men's room poll. Are you taking a primate for a pet, a parrot, an iguana, or be stuck in space?
Iguana, definitely.
Definitely.
All right.
Yep.
Mike, do you think she can get a standard pair of glasses, or would they just
No.
have to give her 2 monocles?
Yeah. Yes. She have to get the optograph like in the church.
She kind of looks like Sid from Ice Age.
Optogrip?
It wouldn't be funny if you weren't right. Oh, man. Okay. Poor woman. All right, a multiple choice question. A hysteria, an audience, a brood, or a cackle? What is a group of hyenas called?
Cackle?
There you go.
Yeah.
One and done.
He knows
Nice
his hyenas.
job. Yeah.
All right, before we let you go, true or false question. True or false, the largest pistachio producer in the world is the state of California?
True.
That is true.
Believe it or not, yeah, they produced 40%, and then it was
I figured it'd be like
Iran, and
yeah.
there's, I can't remember the other country, but they make up the other, they're about 24% each.
Okay.
By the way, Mike, someone here described on To Tell the Joy. It looks like a halibut.
Oh, come on. My God. Halibut does look like it rides a shorter mouse, doesn't it? I mean,
Damn. Ooh. Hello, Amber. Welcome to the men's room.
well, ugly things are tasty.
All of it, always.
Amber, are you sober or not sober?
No,
What are you doing over there, Amber?
little rosé.
Oh, little rosé.
Rosé.
Oh, Amber, man, you are a doll.
I don't think it's a little.
You are a doll. All right.
It is just a little, Steve, I promise.
All right, put out that 100 and let's do the poll here. All right, pick one. Are you going to have a primate for a pet, a parrot for a pet, an iguana, or be stuck in space?
Parrot.
You're taking the parrots. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Amber.
How old are you, Amber?
How dare you?
Well, I do dare. How old are you?
52.
52. All right, so if you get a parrot, man, you got to leave it to someone. Who you leaving this parrot to?
I just got one kid. He's 17. He deserves it.
Wow. Is that like a good thing or a bad thing when you say he deserves it? Because, like, he's stuck with this damn thing for like 40 years.
Sounds like he's been in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
17 years old and just driving me crazy.
Yeah, leave his ass the
Amber,
parrot.
Let me ask you a question. How long have you had the parrot?
I don't
if
have
you
one.
have one. Okay, there you go.
All right, here is your question. In what state would you find Fort Benning?
That's got to be Georgia.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Damn, one and done, Amber. Nice
One
job.
and done with Amber. All right,
Good
hang
job.
on. True or false? True or false? Bubble gum is pink because it was originally targeted for girls.
I'm going to say false.
Now, it turns out bubble gum is pink because that's the only color or food coloring they had left at the time he did it.
Okay.
That's it.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 round.
I thought it was because it looks like a tongue and it's in your mouth.
Okay, now you're just a freak. Look at that double tongue girl. By the way, they're just going after poor Amy Taylor Joy now.
Oh, now I feel bad for her.
I mean, And someone's just tuning in. What girl do I need to look up that looks like a halibut?
Jesus.
Well, not necessarily saying she looks like a halibut, but when you see her, you'll understand. But it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Now, what was she famous for?
So she was in that show, The Queen's Gambit, that I never watched. And then most recently, she was in the Mad Max movie, Furiosa.
Okay.
Which my friend told me to watch. I just haven't done it yet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, holy smokes, that chick from the chess show, that wasn't CGI? Hello, Rob. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
Rob, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Okay.
You drinking men's room IPA?
I'm drinking some vodka with a little bit of whatever I got to mix with it.
I like you, Rob. You're all right. Okay, Rob, pick one. Are you taking a primate for a pet, a parrot, an iguana, or to be stuck in space?
You know what? I'm going to go with primate. But let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because I got 2 sisters and 4 brothers.
Come again?
I got 2 sisters and 4 brothers. I've lived with a few primates.
Ah, okay. You're already used to it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, monkey jokes.
You think a monkey would be funny, like if you could talk to him? Would monkeys be funny? Would they be petty? Are they funny?
I don't know. I think they're indifferent.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like they're chatty.
There's not much difference.
I feel like a gorilla would actually be funny, like real dry humor. Like he's not moving much, but like every time he says something, you're like, that was actually pretty funny.
Probably have a British accent.
You think the gorilla?
Yep.
Hello, Mike.
Just based on...
Hello, Governor.
Planet of
I'm
the
a
Apes.
gorilla. Oh, yeah, you're right. Planet of the Apes. They all somehow had an English accent.
Right, like Cornelius or whatever.
What's that now?
Nothing. We're talking about Planet of the Apes, man. Most important movie ever made.
Oh, yeah, the Cornelius, yeah. That was the wife, huh?
No, that was not the wife.
Your wife kind of looks like Cornelius.
He was the light-skinned brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
All right, your question.
Say that.
I told you I wasn't sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I am, but I'm losing
He's
it.
drinking vodka.
Vodka.
All right. Your question. What car company takes its name from the Japanese word for the constellation Pleiades?
Mitsubishi?
Subaru.
I think, what is Mitsubishi? I used to know what that one was.
You know what's
3
terrible
diamonds.
about that? I'm driving a Subaru. Well, not right now, but I own one.
Okay. Mitsubishi is 3 diamonds.
Someone is saying Anya Taylor-Joy looks like a sardine pack in a can.
She's probably from Seattle or something.
I guess we're not having her on the
She's
show.
actually Australian.
But and then I'm totally with you, Mike. There's something about those wide eyes. I just can't look away. Yeah, she's sucking you in before
She's
she kills
captivating, man. She's beautiful.
I agree that she's captivating, but captivating could also be like seeing a car accident where a limb flies
I don't
off.
compare her
That
to
is
a car
captivating.
accident.
Can I compare
You're
her?
putting her on the same level as Steve Buscemi.
Okay, how
and
about
Danny
this?
DeVito.
Okay. She looks like a real-life version of a Picasso painting. I think that's fair. Eyes on different sides of the head. There's nothing
She
but forehead.
looks slightly photoshopped. You know what? You just kind of like...
Right. You didn't quite get it right.
She looks like she'd offer you a weird beverage, too. You show up at her house, she's like, what, a Slurpee?
Glass prune juice for you?
Right. Just like, what?
Prune juice and a Fig Newton?
Have you ever just drank the water out of a tuna can?
I have straws.
Here's a can of hot dog water.
Damn. Someone else has changed her name to Ostrich Taylor-Joy.
Bowl of grape nuts?
Great nut.
Cream of wheat?
I'm having a grape nuts party.
I'll supply the milk. Cream of wheat?
Oh, no. Is she from Seattle or Chernobyl? Oh, my God.
Probably, honestly, would offer you a Vegemite sandwich.
And then someone does chime in and say, hey, guys, Anya does show her nipples, though. Okay. So
Okay.
Are they as far apart as her eyes? They're on her ribs.
Oh, damn. Whoa.
All right. All right, your question. The songs From a Distance and Wind Beneath My Wings. They both suck, but they were hits for what singer?
You might know her more as an actress.
Yeah.
Midler.
What's that?
Bette Midler.
Okay. God, I hated those songs.
My mom listened to Wings Beneath My Wings. Just it was like it was on repeat.
I used to.
She must have had
play
it on
that
record
all the frickin' time. But my first radio gig, man, overnight, that easy listening station, whatever. That song was massive. That and what was the song from Ace of Base? I Saw the Sign. Yeah, don't even say it. I will hurt you.
I know
Seriously,
it's
I
crazy.
freaking hate.
I heard from multiple people who saw her in Vegas that her show was great. She does like comedy bits in between the songs.
I'm
talks
sure.
about all the
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
sure it's fabulous.
I heard it was fantastic. I'm dead serious. We should go if she comes back.
Yeah, me and you go to see Bette Midler.
Why are you guys going down there? Bette Midler. More Big Dummy coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
Intercom's AI-first customer service platform answers 50% of questions in seconds. That means happier customers. And Fin AI Copilot, our new personal AI assistant for every support agent, means more efficient teams. It's a win-win. The platform also provides insights for managers, and it's simple to set up and use. That makes Intercom a win-win, win-win-win. Intercom, AI-first customer service.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Win your share of $100,000 cash. It is easy. Download the Odyssey app if you haven't done so already. It's absolutely free. When you do, create an account, sign in, listen for 1 hour to this fine radio station. So far, I believe we've had, count them, 2 winners.
That is right, 2.
Win your share of $98,000 by listening for 1 hour on the Odyssey app. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant?
Before we get there, people are still commenting about actress Anya Taylor-Joy. No, Mike, look, and some people are being mean. They say, is she related to Sloth in Ice Age? Look, we don't know. They call her the female version of Don Knotts, but someone does agree with you. They say, I'm with Mike because you find her super attractive. Yeah. But he adds, I also dig a chick that can read 2 books at once. But hey.
That is a skill level.
So she looks like she played the rodent in the Broadway show Cats.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Ahoy!
Hola! Justin, are you sober or not sober?
Definitely not sober.
Definitely why,
Definitely.
Justin? What are you doing over there?
Drinking some Coors Original, the old banquet.
Oh, I like a good old stubby. Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah.
Men's Room poll, pick one. Are you taking a primate for a pet, a parrot, an iguana, or to be stuck in space?
Might do the iguana. It seems like the least amount of maintenance. Stick it in a cage, stick a lamp over it, feed it occasionally, and don't open it.
So you want to kill an iguana is what we're getting here. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right, Justin. Here is your question. What is the only instrument that is played without touching it? Definitely not the
What
skin
is the
flute.
only instrument played without touching it?
That is correct.
Oh. Man, that's a good one. Yeah, I ain't got a good answer.
It's
Let's go with a harp.
Theremin.
It is, in fact, the theremin.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what a theremin is, so.
You ever heard the theme, what is it, The Dark Shadows or something like that?
Yeah, I've heard you guys talk about it, but I've never been into any kind of music, band, anything like that, so I never was really around a whole bunch of instruments.
This was an old TV show as the theme song.
Oh.
So that little creepy sound in the background, that's the theremin. And Miles is playing it live right now.
He's really good at it.
Thank you.
Oh, he's outstanding.
I need to concentrate.
You're very welcome, Miles. Hey, I want to tell you guys, I just drove down to Sacramento and back in the last 3 days, and I don't get to listen to you guys as much anymore. I live over in Eastern Washington, but the Odyssey app just straight kills it. But how do you actually sign into it? Can you clarify that for me and hopefully a bunch of other customers?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that I cannot.
You have to create an account, all right? So once you have the, like, I've got the Odyssey app. Don't have an account because I haven't created one.
Right.
All right? But I listen to it all the time.
Is there a tab on there that says, like...
Basically, just create an account. I think I actually did it when I signed in. You know, one of those things where,
Okay,
like, when
so
you
if I'm
register.
signed into the Odyssey app and following you guys, then I'm probably all good.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% guaranteed, but go to your personal information and make sure that you are you have a profile.
Right.
And then when you...
I was trying to figure out yesterday, but I'm super dumb with the whole internet and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, I'll look into that. Thank you for clarifying.
And if not, I'm wrong.
But hopefully you win $1,000.
Yes.
All right.
Hopefully, and I definitely will come pay for that $150 beer tab.
There you go. That's what
you.
we're
Finally,
talking about.
somebody
Yeah.
with a heart.
You got to pay for the gas for me to get from Eastern Washington to you guys, though. So there we go.
Well, knowing Eastern Washington, you're driving a truck that gets 12 miles to the gallon.
Nah, man, you got to get that Cummins. You get that 17 miles to the gallon.
Oh, man. Big time rolling there. All right,
Yeah.
Justin, here's your question, multiple choice. Which product was originally called Wonder Jelly? Vaseline, KY jelly, grape jelly, or rubber cement? So Vaseline, KY jelly, grape jelly, or rubber cement?
I'm going to go with rubber cement.
I'll go KY jelly.
It should have been, but no.
Vaseline.
Vaseline, yes.
Vaseline.
Jinx.
Vaseline.
Hey, kid, you ever try Wonder Jelly?
No Vaseline.
A summer in the Vaseline. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I get it. She was great. All right. Your question, Hannibal Lecter recommends fava beans and Chianti for eating what part of a human being?
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. We'll go with the heart.
What are you,
Is
a
it the-
savage? My God, man. Who would
liver?
pair... Yes, it's liver.
Liver.
He said fava beans and Chianti. Who would pair that with the human heart? If you eat a human heart, and actually you're doing it, just drink Coors. I mean,
You
I
gotta go-
found that that's a very refreshing
Well,
combination.
When you kill a deer, you take a bite of the heart, not of the liver. Thanks, Grandpa. Appreciate that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, here's your question. In what city is the Kentucky Derby held?
Okay, I was about to say Kentucky, but I'm pretty sure that's a state.
It is, in fact, the
God,
state.
I don't know.
What was that?
Jacksonville, Kentucky.
Jacksonville, Kentucky. How about, is it Lexington?
Louisville.
Yep.
No.
That was close. Just one letter off.
I still got to try one of them pop browns.
Yeah, you're just in the wrong state, Justin.
Yeah.
All right, your question. Haiti has two official languages, Haitian Creole and what?
You said India?
Haiti.
English.
French.
Wrong.
Question 6.
Question number 6. What nickname was given to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in 1909?
Talladega.
That would be the Brickyard. The Brickyard.
Ow.
She's the
Doing
brick.
good.
Yard.
Okay, I think I got this one. It's a 50-50 shot between Japan and China. I'm going to go with China.
You got it.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, Justin. Good luck there winning that money. Davis Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK, who is our next contestant ready to play the big game.
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Kyle, sober or not sober?
Sober, driving home.
All right, Kyle, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, pick one. You're going to take a primate as a pet, a parrot, an iguana, or be stuck in space till next year.
I'm going to have to go with iguana because my wife has had reptiles before, so what's another one?
There's a lot of people out there who've had iguanas.
What kind of reptiles did she have before?
She's had a corn snake, a ball python, and now we have a bearded dragon.
Does she have any of those animals as tattoos?
She does not.
Okay.
Yet, I should say.
Yet.
I feel like the bearded dragon is the most popular lizard I see in homes.
I can't even picture what it looks like.
They're the easiest to take care of. They just lay there all day.
Yeah. Kind of like a cat, but made out of scales. All right. Here is your question. What nickname was given to the skeleton of the Piltdown Man discovered in 1912?
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that?
What nickname was given to the skeleton of the Piltdown Man discovered in 1912?
Skeletor. I don't know.
Lucy?
The missing link.
The missing link.
Yep.
Oh.
So they originally called it the Piltdown Man. They thought it was the missing link. Then they found out it was a hoax. So now it's just the Piltdown Man.
It wasn't real?
The bones were real, but people took like some bits from a chimpanzee, some bits from a human. And so when they discovered this, they're like, oh, dude, right, that's the link between us and monkeys. And they're like, yeah, we're joshing you. All right, your question. And I'm sure that's a...
I was going to say, that's the
quote.
term.
That's a quote.
Yeah, joshing
We're
you.
joshing you. We're making it funny.
It was 1912, so they probably said something.
1909.
1909.
Come on.
Yeah, we're just joshing you.
Yeah, we're just joshing you. Give me a little razzmatazz.
How the hell are we in Egypt?
All right, your question. What is the Latin word for the term word for word?
Pass. Not sure.
I'm going to quote someone. All right, so the bosses are
Verbatim.
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 All right, your question. What McDonald's item is known as Le Royale in France?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I just assumed
Good
it was
job.
Big Mac.
I think most people just know that because of...
Pulp Fiction.
Thank you, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Greg. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Greg, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Yeah, I had two earlier, but I'm pretty sober.
All right.
Two of what earlier?
Tequila sunrises.
Oh, well, of course.
Oh, very good.
Oh, wow. What time did you start?
Oh, we were there for like a couple hours. It was, I don't know. Don't you know what time? 4 o'clock now?
Okay. All right, Greg, a men's room poll. Pick one. What are you taking as a pet? A primate, a parrot, or an iguana? Or you could be stuck in space.
I'll be stuck in space.
Stuck in space.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm hearing.
Kind of in space, though.
All right, here's your question. What country's accent does Shrek have?
Oh, Jesus.
And Mike Myers made it a point to emulate this country's...
French accent? I don't know.
Yes,
Irish,
he sounds very Scottish.
Scottish.
What are you doing
in my swampy?
Scottish, yeah, the French.
Wasn't the fat
Le
character
donkey.
same when he was playing like the
fat bastard?
Yeah, when he's playing, wasn't that Scottish as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
kinda
he's
where he
Scottish
goes.
heritage.
Ah.
A lot of his movies have Scottish stuff in it.
Okay.
Like, have you ever seen So I Married an Axe Murderer?
God, years ago, man, yeah.
Underrated movie. Pretty funny.
I was going to say, man, it's better than I think people were going to give it credit for.
Yeah. It's like Sputnik. Huge.
All right. Your question, what do the letters XO stand for on a bottle of cognac?
Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses?
It is not hugs and kisses.
Extraordinary.
Extra old.
Oh.
Nah, man, this is extra old.
Like real old. I'm talking about my wife, of course. All right, Greg, here's your question. How many states did the U.S. gain as a result of the Mexican-American War?
42.
Wow.
Hold on.
That's a much bigger conflict than I was thinking.
I will say 3.
It is 3. What 3 are you thinking?
Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona.
Close. Texas, New Mexico, and California.
Oh, California.
California. We now have California. All right, your question. How many chess pieces does each player start a game of chess with?
Oh, geez. That would be 15?
16.
Yeah. Almost.
If you're starting with 15, the other person's cheating. Just a heads up. All right. Who was the first president to make the very important decision to pardon a turkey with an official ceremony? Was it JFK, FDR, Hoover, or Nixon?
A turkey?
Yeah, you know, every Thanksgiving, President walks out and says, I'm going to pardon this turkey. And we're like, don't you have stuff to do? Your choices.
What were the choices again?
JFK, FDR, Hoover, or Nixon?
Nixon.
Hoover? JFK. I'm going to give this turkey here a pardon because this turkey did nothing to me. And frankly, we already have 3 turkeys that have been cooked, and I don't know what else to do with it.
So when they pardon the turkey, they don't eat it.
We're not going to eat it.
Well, it's been pardoned.
Right.
Yeah. I called a press conference today to let you know that with my presidential authority, I'm going to pardon the turkey. Why are you looking at me like that?
So the turkey's a criminal.
No.
And he pardons a turkey so no one eats it.
No, he's just pardoning him so he doesn't get killed.
All right.
Yeah. Death sentence, Miles.
Yeah, essentially he gets taken off of death row, right?
Yeah. Pardon.
You think the turkey's like, wait, what was going to happen, man?
There's an innocent turkey out there, man. They're all about to get it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you about to get
Yeah,
it?
if I got 2 at home, they're going to get it.
Bam.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're going to do something bad.
I have some emus for Ted to ride.
I've banned riding emus. There was an accident.
Why are you only inviting Ted to ride your emus?
Right.
Well, I got 5 of them. All you guys can ride
No,
them.
but you only invited Ted to ride your emus.
Damage is
I'm
done,
kind of
man.
offended. I know.
I want to see Ted drunk on an emu.
Well, who doesn't?
A lot of people do.
I masturbate to that.
You too?
Yes, me too. All right, your question. Eczema affects what part of the body?
Eczema, isn't that the itchy stuff?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Your whole body, wouldn't it be?
Well, what organ?
Specifically.
Right. Specifically, why are you itchy? What part of you is itching?
Well, everything can be itchy if you have that, isn't it?
Therefore, the organ...
Your knees, elbows.
Skin, man. Skin.
It's a skin disease.
Right. Because your skin, that's why you're itchy all over. Because your skin's all over. That's why they keep itching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Your question, what is the first foreign country you'll reach if you head south from Miami, Florida?
South America.
What country?
Country.
Oh, country.
Yeah.
Africa.
Country.
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 Europe.
I have. Is it Europe?
No.
Oh, God.
That's
Country.
Country.
Greg, you do know the difference between a continent and a country, right?
No.
I don't.
Oh, criminy.
They're all the same, aren't they? A country? A country would be... I have no idea.
Where do you live,
Southwest
Greg?
Florida.
What country do
I'm
you
an
live?
Enumclaw.
No.
Oh, come on, Greg. Don't do us like
Help
that.
it out even,
Greg, what continent are we on right now?
USA. In America.
Which one?
North America?
North
There
America.
you go.
is
All right,
correct.
so
That's our
North
continent.
America
So
is
now
the
we're North
continent.
America. That's
South
the continent.
America.
South America is the continent below us. That's very good. What country, not continent, is below Florida?
I don't know.
I'll guess Cuba.
It is back Cuba.
Okay.
Well
Is it
done,
Cuba?
Miles.
2 tequila sunrises.
No, I'm a dummy. I don't know much.
That's how we get down in Eden Claw, man. We just stop by the beach, get some tequila sunrises, listen to the thunder come in.
All right, here's your question. The Heartbreakers were whose backing band?
Oh, I don't know nothing about. I mean, I listen to music, but I have no idea about that.
Come on, don't run away from this one.
The Heartbreakers.
The Heartbreakers.
Yeah, so So-and-so and the Heartbreakers. Who?
Oh,
You're going to free fall right into this answer.
Mm-hmm. No.
Nope, I'm probably not. I'm clueless.
He's passed on in the last few years.
That is hilarious.
I don't know.
Yes, we
I
don't.
honestly don't.
We're trying to help you. We know you don't know.
Hey, Greg, I got to ask. Greg, what is your area of expertise in life?
I'm a carpenter. I'm in finish work.
Okay. By the way, it's Tom Petty in the Heartbreakers.
Oh, Tom Petty now. Yeah, now that you say it, now I...
Yes, when you say it now,
that
it
you
all
say
makes
the
sense.
answer.
All right, your question. What does the giant smell, and not what The Rock is cooking, when he says fee, fi, fo, fum?
A fart? Is it a fart?
I can't do it.
Nope.
Nope, got to call the mouse.
Not with that answer, man. Nope.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Somebody passed gas in here.
Out their bum.
Let's save this thing with one more contestant.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Yo, that was, oh my God.
Josh, was he big? Josh, was he?
I wanted to reach to the phone and slap that guy.
Josh, was he joshing us, so to speak?
Hey, I got a story about joshing. You know where that came from?
Where?
Back in like Gold Rush days, a guy was coming around with fake nickels and paying his bar tab, and his name was Josh. So they adopted that. I learned that from a guy that I used to work with at the ferry dock that was a money collector.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Very, very interesting story about that. Yeah. All right. So let's go. Big dummy. Let's go.
Are you sober or not sober?
Well, I plead the fifth.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm a little messed up. Let's go.
Not sober.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sober. We got that.
Down.
All right, Josh, our men's room poll. Pick one. Are you taking a primate as a pet, a parrot, an iguana, or to be stuck in space?
Well, parrot will narc on you if you cheat on your girl, so I'm going to go with the iguana.
Okay. Then his iguana's like, hey, just so you know, Josh is having sex with someone.
Yeah.
So maybe don't get in a relationship. You're already planning on cheating.
I prefer to be single, so let's go.
No problem.
If I were single, the only sound I think that my parrot would make is... Why does it keep doing that?
Likewise.
All right, Josh, here is your question. In Texas Hold'em, what's the... Jesus, God. Ow.
One more.
Bedroom colors.
One more.
Here are the 7 words.
Try one more.
One more. Radio.
We can't end it like this. This has been such a great day.
Sucker,
we can't end it with those two.
And please keep those words in mind
I
when
got it.
calling. Now
The
back to
river?
program.
Oh, yeah, I got to give it the turn. The turn. That is the turn.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Adam. Welcome to the men's room. Save us, man.
Come on, man.
Adam's
good, man. Adam's good.
Adam, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
All right, Adam, welcome to the Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. Pick one. Are you taking a primate as a pet, a parrot as a pet, an iguana, or to be stuck in space?
Let's go with the primate.
Primate.
What kind of primate would you get, man?
A little spider monkey.
Okay. I saw one bitch slap someone. It looked like it hurt, bro.
Shit.
I rented one in Thailand, and it went around picking pockets of people.
Nice.
New rules.
All right. All right, here's your question. What city is the capital of Tuscany and the first name of the mother in Good Times?
Florence.
One and done.
All right.
I'm guessing
Thank you, Adam.
was it the Good Times clue that gave it away?
I had no idea. I just picked an Italian name.
Ah, well, it worked. All right, hang on. Before we let you go, man, a true or false question for you. True or false, toads can, in fact, give you warts.
That's false.
That is false.
Okay. Head Chef's coming up. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the poverty foods that everyone still loves. And we got your emails coming up next in the men's room at KISW.com.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in to navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. Because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
This is NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association. It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in to navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. Because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
This is NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association. It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
These deals are working hard to save you money. From August 28th through September 3rd, save 15% off Balin stock tanks, $200 off Black Diamond log splitters, and find big discounts on shoes for the family.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
Make the most of your Labor Day weekend with Coastal.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the men's room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Head Chef coming up with some poverty foods that everyone still loves. Ted's Meat and Potatoes on the way, but first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
All of you beautiful bitches, I don't remember if this is a thing or not, but I'd like to request an anniversary shout out to my wife, Laura. That is not a thing.
How nice for you.
No anniversary shout outs. No dead people, no dogs, no celebrities.
No pets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do
Whatever
people
you got.
send in birthdays for celebrities?
Yeah, all the time. Hey, it's Charlize Theron's birthday. Good for her. Right. Do you know her?
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
she your sister?
Does she listen to the show?
Is she single?
We'd also prefer that, folks hear these shout-outs, that they actually listen to the show frequently.
That's why it matters.
Boo bitches, hope it's not too late for my girl Lori Lynn. She asked me to email in for the birthday song for Adeline Rose, who turns 3 years old today. How about a fish sandwich montage and some green beans with Thrill in the remix? Happy birthday, guys. That from Addie. Happy birthday, Addie. That from Anima.
Can I get
A filet of fish sandwich.
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich?
Do I get fish sandwich?
Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll order a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for
for a fish sandwich. Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some sure relish in the morning. At noon. And at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
Though you don't want a fish sandwich?
Green bean.
What?
Green bean.
Okay.
Green bean.
Chop.
Green bean.
Jay's either.
Patrol says my daughter Robin's 7th birthday. Can she get a little kid fish sandwich and a fart? She's hoping for the Minions fart gun for her birthday.
Nice.
Well, thanks, guys, for all you do. That from Jeremy the tax guy.
Fish sandwich.
Said the fart dart gun.
That kid to go see Despicable Me 4.
I've already seen it, dog.
The Minions are back at it.
I believe
I'm
this
still
is...
confused, though. So I've never seen 1 or 2. Only 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Guys, my granddaughter Olivia turns 10 years old today. Can you please wish her a happy birthday with the birthday song that from Melody Bales? We got that coming up for you. Wish my ex a very happy 34th birthday. Please give her maybe an inspirational quote from Miles and the captain talking about how redheads do it best. Well, since it's an ex, I'll give you some divorce jokes. If marriage is grand, what is divorce? If marriage is grand,
10 grand.
100 grand. What's the one thing divorce provides? Or what's the one thing divorce proves? What is the one thing that
Love
divorce...
isn't forever.
Ow!
No? It proves whose mother was right.
A little dark, sorry.
Why did the divorced man cross the road? Why did the divorced man cross the road?
Because his wife kicked him out of the house?
Nah, the restraining order.
That was close.
Yeah. Don't come near me.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. How redheads do it best. Well, I don't know how redheads do it best, but I know that they do. Il Capitan's got mouth hugs from all types of women, including a bearded circus lady named Consuela. She was a Portuguese lass, bald up top, but her beard was brown. Not a redhead, but her lack of teeth made it an enjoyable experience. But at our mascot Christmas party, everyone's favorite redhead, Ronald McDonald, he hunkered down on the business end of my rain slick and made me happy. Let's just say I added to his face paint. Brunchberries.
All Bacholas, since I know no one's going to send a request, I'll do it myself. 43 today would love Coach Ted with a pick-me-up on an uneventful birthday. And maybe the captain telling stories of him in Paris for the Olympics. Appreciate you guys, and rock on. That from James.
All right, James, you're 43. You're right. Not an exciting number. So what are you going to do? Tell you what, call it a week right now. All right? Take tomorrow off. It's your birthday. It's your birthday weekend. Get fired up. And you walk into a bar tonight and you go, hey, I'm James, and it's my birthday. Hopefully somebody buys you a drink or something. Maybe they'll order you one wing.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. The time that we went to Paris actually is the first and last time, and that was back in 1987. Now, Tony the Tiger has a sick sense of humor and always refers to his fuzzy orange penis as his wee-wee. So he made it a point to find a Parisian with a stutter. That way, when they answered yes in French, they'd say wee-wee, then Tony would point at his funny orange penis and laugh. Well, after the 8th time, we were asked to leave the country and not return. And when they asked if we understood, Tony just pointed at his fuzzy orange penis. It's also where I met Consuela, the Portuguese bearded circus lady.
All that.
Crunchberries.
Michelle says my wife Lindsay's 47th birthday. Can you have the captain give her a birthday shout out and some advice for an upcoming boat cruise with friends around the Sound? Thanks, guys. Love your IPA and the show. That from Alonzo in Des Moines.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. You certainly come to the right place when you want to know about boating, but based on who you're talking about, I'd suggest little motor boating. You don't even need to be out the water. You just shake your little back and boat as fast as you can, and sooner or later something good's going to happen. But I do like that you call her vagina the Sound. That's the same way we call Mrs. Butterworth, but for different reasons. It makes noise. Grunchberry.
Guys, can you please wish a happy 51st birthday to my brother John, retired Navy, retiring from truck driving at the end of this month, and a okay brother. So, can I get some dad jokes? Some dirty Germans telling him what he can do with his soon-to-be free time. Thanks a lot, guys. You rock. That from Ron. All right, let's see. Dad joke.
Is okay brother related to brother-in-law?
He's an okay brother. Why did the Melons have a regular wedding? The Melons, why did they just have
Because they can't elope.
They can't elope.
They can't elope.
Yeah. What happens when you urinate into Egypt's biggest river? What happens when you urinate into Egypt's biggest river?
I don't know.
It flows upstream?
You're sent to a penile colony. What is the difference between a fiddler and a violinist? The difference between a fiddler and a violinist.
What?
Teeth.
Yeah, he makes a good point. That's why his dirty Germans prefer fiddlers.
Yeah, when I hear fiddler, I think of somebody with those fast little fingers.
Yeah, do you remember the movie Fiddler on the Roof of My Mouth?
A fiddle is different than a violin?
No. It's just how you play it. And teeth.
One's fancy, one's country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Guys, on
one you play barefoot.
One you have champagne, one you have moonshine. Yes. Today, I'd like to wish the one that has never met a stranger who can have serious discussions with fence posts, makes us all laugh, and has the biggest heart, and the one that is so busy being fabulous that he deserves a lasting impression at the end of the evening. The one and only Elk Plain Drifter. Here's to another event year around the sun with you. I love you. Happy birthday from your loving wife, Amy, and the entire clan. Miles, I won't list the 30-plus people that he normally does. So, can he get an andro penis and Thrill's disgruntled Sasquatch talking about how nobody even bothers to bring him a cold beer when they visit the forest?
Andro penis.
Well, yeah. You guys are over there drinking in your tents, making noise, peeing in my river. You know I drink in there, man. I put a porta potty out there. It's a Bigfoot porta. You pee in my river, all they want's a beer. That's why I crush your heads and steal it. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat. And potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef of the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. So they've got 20 on this list of poverty foods that everyone still loves.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think is a poverty food, cheap food that you still eat a lot of?
The problem is, like, in my mind, poverty food would have been like ribs. But if it's cheap food, like just white bread, ramen noodles, both of which I still like.
Macaroni and cheese.
In the box, yeah.
Yeah, grilled cheese sandwich, peanut butter and jelly.
So number one on the list, they had rice and beans.
All right.
Which can be served a bunch of different ways. You go to a Mexican restaurant, usually it's going to be like black beans and rice.
They do it right, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else, man.
There's like red beans and rice, which is okay.
I like red beans and rice.
I don't dislike it, but I would take Mexican style first.
Yeah. And if you don't want to go crazy, I'm telling you, man, those little 90-second bags, they have beans, they have rice in separate, you just mix them all together. Together. Those things are lifesavers.
I preferred refried.
Okay.
I think they have those as well. In those little
I'll be
bags.
honest with you, there's not many beans I don't like.
Yeah, now that we're saying it, like, we could just go on. It sound like Bubba. All my baked beans, you do black beans.
I always liked, I don't know if Popeye still has it, he used to have the dirty rice.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they still have it either. Man, it was good.
Yeah. I used to just get a couple biscuits and dirty rice, call it a day. All right.
That sounds like a real bad cop comedy. Biscuits and dirty rice. Lieutenant Biscuits teams up with his crazy partner, Sergeant Dirty Rice.
Woke up smelling like biscuits and dirty rice. You know what I'm saying? All right, next on the list of poverty foods we still like, gravy and rice.
Yes. I've never had that.
I've never thought about putting gravy on my rice.
But now it makes a lot of sense.
It was never solely, all right, kids, tonight we're having gravy and rice. But no, my mom would make like a chicken dish or something like that, and then she would, or a turkey dish, and she'd make like a turkey gravy and put that over rice. A little bit of salt on top of that, dude. It is fantastic.
That actually sounds good. Right?
It
sounds good. We always put it on mashed potatoes, but it makes a lot of sense on rice.
Right. Still, it's just another starch.
Right, and I put gravy, like I've had gravy fries and stuff.
Yep.
I've just never thought about pouring it on rice.
Yeah, fully worth it. It is fantastic. I don't care what kind of gravy it is. It's great.
Okay.
Especially like a cream of mushroom or something like that, too. Ugh.
That's
right.
Loco.
You don't like mushroom.
I cream of mushroom. I'll give that credit though. There's plenty of recipes that call for it. It is good flavor.
Side note: Miles Moco Loco is doggone fantastic.
Yeah, it's like beef gravy and white rice.
Yeah,
obviously
and that patty. Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Next on the list, pretty simple: potatoes.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Because there's a million ways you can do them. That's
Correct.
the beauty of the potato, man. I feel like potatoes and chicken. If you have those two things, there's 8,000 dishes you can make.
Does anybody know anybody that doesn't like potatoes? You obviously don't like certain cuts. Like Miles, you don't like scalloped potatoes. But like, is there anybody who's like, no, I don't.
My daughter says she doesn't like potatoes, but I'm like, you're eating potato chips. You always eat French fries. You understand, like, they're potatoes. But in a kid's mind, you can tell them that. In their mind, it's like, no, it's made of potato. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, it's just a potato.
Mm-hmm. It's how you prepare it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hash browns.
Great.
Potato salad. I'm not going to do this. Yeah. There's a lot of...
Don't bubble.
Mashed potatoes, scalloped potatoes.
Potatoes all gratin. Right there, Mike. You just touched on it with potatoes and chicken. Chicken thighs.
Yep.
Chicken thighs, generally cheaper. I remember when I was a kid, every once in a while, my mom was kind of famous for her fried chicken.
All right.
But I remember my dad would be like, just fry up thighs. Because he loved them. And I was like, that's a weird thing. But as I've gotten older, I eat more chicken thighs than I probably do chicken
It's
breast.
more tender and more juicy, man.
Flavors in the dark meat.
Best skin, too.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, you get some of those skinless, boneless ones, throw them in the air fryer.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I gotta have skin on them. I mean, I love the skin so much. I gotta have
skin in the game.
When it comes to thighs, hell yeah, baby.
I don't know how big this one is in here, but steamed frozen vegetables.
You know, it's not big here.
Yeah. We had the grown up.
I had it growing up, but they say these are that you still love.
See,
I still keep a bag of frozen vegetables in my freezer all the time.
To me, it's not poverty food until you mix them together, and they're mixed vegetables. Right. Like a bag of corn's a bag of corn to me. Broccoli is broccoli. It could be frozen, whatever, man. But when you mix them all together and include lima beans,
and that's a meal,
that's poverty food.
Yeah. Next on the list, instant noodles, like ramen noodles.
Yeah, dude, I still rock those, but I use them in other things.
All right, so those honestly, the last three things to me. Me and Burris used to do this all the time. We would just cook chicken, cook the frozen vegetables, cook the ramen noodles, and then mix them together.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Rice.
My wife still throws frozen green beans into her ramen. She did that this week.
That's a disgusting freak.
Yes, she is.
Carrots. I didn't realize that was a poverty food.
No.
It's just a vegetable to eat. But,
yes, it is. Well, roasted carrots are fantastic.
I will tell you, man. You go to some restaurants, and I hate to be this old guy, but I forget where I was.
Soft carrots.
A cooked carrot I love, but the star of this dinner was these roasted carrots with this balsamic glaze on them.
And if you're going to bake them, leave the greens on. They're good, too.
I'll eat the whole damn thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Pasta. These are 20 poverty meals or foods that everybody loves.
You got spaghetti, you got elbow pasta,
Don't forget the angel hair.
Risotto, you got
tortellini.
Pork shoulder.
Yeah, pork shoulder, man.
Sure.
That's
pulled pork.
And one I stole from a buddy, Brett. He's from St. Louis. You ever had a pork steak?
Yes, they're fantastic.
They're fantastic.
They're absolutely
super
they're fatty
cheap.
enough so they're not like a pork chop and dry out.
Yeah.
They got a ton of flavor. They are amazing.
You got to look for them, but they're super cheap, easy to cook.
all right. I'll keep that in mind.
Let's see. Tofu.
Ew. No, come on.
No, man. I never grew up on tofu.
I'm with you. I have tried tofu so many times. It just...
I get it with something that buries it.
Yeah. It's
But
just
once you kind of get through the outside and your teeth makes contact with the whatever tofu,
right,
you're reminded that you're eating tofu.
Which is why the sofritas from Chipotle is, honestly, I would still just eat that just straight up because I think it breaks down the tofu to where you don't get that chew into it and then you get to the tofu center.
Yeah, exactly.
It's broken down small enough and it's just in that sauce. It's
a delicious tofu center.
Right.
All right. Now, Miles, I said there was one on this list. I know for a fact all of us in here would still eat these. These are from they originated in Europe, but they're kind of famous to me in the Pittsburgh area.
Pierogies.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I crushed
I thought that was, for some reason, I thought they were German or Polish, but I don't know.
Well, they are Eastern European originally.
All right.
But I never really had pierogies, and we had family in Pittsburgh, and every time we'd go up there, they'd have pierogies. So you got to go here and get the pierogies. And then we started buying Mrs. T's pierogies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the good
they
stuff.
do pierogies and Bloody Mary mix. Honest to God, they have one plant. They do two things: Bloody Mary mix and pierogies.
And that is it.
That is all they do.
Poverty foods we still all like. Hot dogs.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Pretty plain and simple there. Everybody likes a hot dog.
Nobody's too good for a hot dog.
Taco night at home. If you're using ground beef, it's fine. And listen, tacos have come a long way. There's a lot of good places to get real authentic tacos.
Sure.
But there's nothing wrong with doing ground beef or ground turkey for sitting at home, just making tacos.
More out of.
Top ramen's on the list again. Oatmeal.
I don't
my
love
jam.
it. I mean, if I have to eat it, I could. But
I'd rather do cream of wheat, honestly.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
I like oatmeal, but it can be pretty bland on its own.
Hey, we can always add stuff. And I know you can add stuff to cream of wheat as well, but man, I don't know. And where do they get that cream?
Popcorn made the
From
list.
the guy on the box.
Hell yeah.
Cabbage is on the list.
Oh, God. I mean,
cabbage isn't
Yeah, it's
awful,
fine.
but like it's an additive to something
coleslaw,
else.
right?
You know what I mean? I can't imagine ripping off leaves of cabbage. Like, this is pretty damn good.
No,
try.
but coleslaw I love, and then corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
I'm
the
just
Irish
sitting there eating
heritage.
a handful of cabbage. It's like, what happened to me? What happened to my life?
Fried Spam is on the list.
Yeah, people still rock that.
And then basically, you brought it up earlier, mac and cheese, but they're saying like chili mac or tuna mac.
Okay.
Any of that kind of stuff. Cutting up the hot dogs, putting them in your mac and cheese.
I'd also add tater tots to that list, but, you know.
Yep.
It just seemed to be a staple growing up.
Yeah. Well, also potato.
Oven baked potato. Right. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. Coming up, we'll drink a toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in to navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. Because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
Today, customer service teams have to do more with less. More work, less team. More expectation, less budget. But AI is changing everything. Intercom's new AI-first platform upgrades support for everyone. Customers get more answers, less waiting. Agents get more interesting work, less busy work. And leaders get more efficient teams on less additional headcount. So if you want less of this, it's time to get more out of your support platform. Intercom, AI-first customer service.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, Kelly, just minutes. We'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Thank you, Miles. Samsung is recalling stoves that allow pets to set the house on fire.
Part of our question from yesterday.
That's exactly right.
You know, me and BD were talking about that earlier. I said, you know, and it happened in one particular instance. We had the story yesterday, but also maybe don't leave boxes on top of your stove.
Right.
It's not the design of Samsung. I mean, I appreciate them doing it, but it's like it has nothing to do with their design.
Right.
Don't leave paper materials on top of burners.
And are we having more people than not have their animals set the place on fire, or is it a handful of isolated incidences that are all happening within a short span that is making them do this, that is honestly going to wreck it for the rest of us?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, there was another dog that set a house on fire because it chewed through the phone cable charger, right? Phone charger. So I feel like that's much more likely to happen with some frequency than me leaving boxes on top of my stove and then my dog. And keep in mind, it was an electric stove, so it's not even an open flame. It's an electric stove.
Right.
So if you leave flammable material on top of your electric stove, that might happen.
Right.
And if you own a Samsung refrigerator, you have one in your kitchen, you know that all of them should be recalled immediately.
Right. And I just... And I know that safety is something that everybody takes very seriously, and I appreciate that, and I understand that there are minor inconveniences, but I feel like there are times when people ruin something that is perfectly functionable.
Yeah.
That then it's like, no, we need to add a safety feature to this because other people can't live without their hands being held.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it just
like you left
annoys
box.
me.
Otherwise, you just would have left the stove on. Like I said, it's an
Right.
electric stove, so there's no open flame.
Exactly.
But in this case, it happened.
And it's not
because they left
Samsung's
boxes.
fault.
No, that's what I mean.
Right.
I mean, it's nobody's fault, really. Look,
Right.
you left boxes on top of the burner.
Right.
And it was late at night, but the dog hit the switch.
Right.
And eventually they burst into flame.
You should be able to assume that your dog's not going to try to jump up on the doggone stove.
Right.
You know, so it's... Freak accidents happen. They are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They are a thing.
Like, I wouldn't recall my car because you drove into a tree.
Right. Right.
That's fair.
I mean, that's all.
There's a study out of UTEP about how drinking with friends boosts euphoria.
It's almost like that's why people do it.
Huh.
Yeah,
They should have a social...
I'm with my friends and we're drinking.
They should have a social place where people can meet up and then all get together.
Like a house for the public.
Yeah. And drink a beer together.
Indeed. You beat me to it, Miles.
That is a good idea.
Boom.
We went to 1,000 bars and people were having a good
See,
time.
here's where I get pissed off about the
A
money.
place for them to lounge about and
where
drink.
does the money from that study come from? Because if it
I
comes,
don't know.
If it comes from my tax dollars, someone's ass needs to be
You're
beat.
pissed. Yeah.
Right. I got to believe it's the school then.
Right. I'd rather have
Did you go to them
I'd
like,
rather
I don't know why drinking with friends boosts your euphoria. We
I'd
need to
rather
study for this.
you measure the average size of a man's nipples than come up with something like that.
Because I don't know the answer.
Exactly.
To. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not important, but I don't know.
Right.
God, that's the next new test. You know what? Year after year, we talk about, all right, the average penis size, this country's got the biggest one.
You want to go with nipple
Let's
circumference?
go nipples, dude.
All right.
I want diameter. I want length. I want juttage. I want, innies versus outies.
What ethnicity do you think has the largest areolas?
The largest areola.
Based on National Geographic, I'm going like Somalia.
I feel like South America.
I'm saying
maybe.
Anyone from Nippon.
Nippon.
Damn it, Miles. There's a new brain study on the contagious effects of yawning and scratching.
All right.
There's a good study.
Right, exactly.
Is the yawning thing real, though?
It is with my dog.
Yeah.
Like, sir, and this sounds
They are
stupid,
contagious,
but
dude.
I will sit on the couch and I will actually yawn. And then my dog yawns. Then I start fake yawning, and every time I fake yawn, the dog starts yawning until the dog actually gets sleepy and falls asleep.
I feel like I saw Mythbusters where they were like, it's something else, but it's not real.
I don't know. Like I said, it works with my dog.
It's just it's more reaction. You know what I mean? It's not.
See,
more of
this
a
is
brain
what you should have
reaction.
worked on.
It's more of a brain reaction than a body reaction.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's why you can fake yawn and your dog does it. With the Mythbusters thing, I got to believe that if you're consciously staring at something like don't yawn,
Right.
then you're not going to yawn.
But the flip side, like laughter's contagious.
Right.
You don't know what someone else is laughing at, right?
I'll bet you money,
But
dude.
they're just laughing, and then you start laughing. Like somehow it spreads.
I'll bet you $1 that I made a whole bunch of people yawn that are listening to this right now.
Oh, I guarantee it.
If you did, shoot us a text 206-803-ROCK that you yawned. I want to know how many people I got.
You yawned when I brought it up.
It's not lost on anyone that marriage is a big commitment in life, and folks do want to assure themselves that their partner is just as ready for it as they are. You know, that's kind of the whole point of dating and going through the process there, and you want to make sure that you both are on the same page. But luckily, somebody figured out how to ask it in just 10 questions.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 questions you should really ask your partner before marrying them. When I was getting engaged 17 years ago, I should have paid closer attention to the red flag question that was asked of me not 20 minutes after asking my dear, delightful, darling, doting damsel of a girlfriend to marry me. Quote, "How soon can I get on your insurance?" End quote.
Damn.
Nothing says I want to be with you for the rest of my life more than how soon can I get on your insurance? By golly, that just made my gullible little heart go all pitter-patter.
Damn.
By the way, Mike.
Yeah.
Everyone is checking in and they yawned.
Yes.
Like all the texts, like, dude, I yawned. Once you brought it up, I started yawning. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so these are 10 questions that you should really ask your partner before marrying them. Don't worry, these, aren't.
These are legitimate questions, Greg.
Not like, are you into... Yeah.
I think that's a legitimate
That's a legitimate question. You got to know where the wall's at.
All right. From the window.
First one they... to the sweat drop. How do you solve problems? By the time you're considering settling down with someone, you probably know how good they are at solving the kinds of problems that you might face as a couple, but it could be worth having a candid conversation about how your problem-solving abilities work together.
But I find that once you're married, certain problems, a lot of times, a problem will arise, and my wife's solution is quite simply, Steve, and I'll handle it. And then for me, I solve a lot of problems with, hey, babe, and you just know each other's strengths.
Well,
like if I'm on the computer, I can't get things to work, or there's something with the cake, anything. That's a, hey, babe moment.
Well, and this is why, gossip against couples tends to lean towards they haven't been through anything.
Yeah.
It's more than just kind of that euphoric feeling of we like being together. Like, no, do you guys operate together?
But how do you answer the question, how do you solve problems? Like,
I think the problem is that you just listen. Your job as a man is not to solve any problems or fix anything or make things better, try to come up with a logical solution. You just need to let your partner vent and get it off their chest. And then after that, they'll make a logical decision based on whatever the situation is.
Yeah, depending on the problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If it's a
Some
problem,
of it's just knowing how you're going to solve problems together.
Right.
The problems with it.
That is the key, especially if you're going to have kids and things.
What kind of debt do you have?
I think that's a very fair question.
That is a very fair question. Look, if you're coming
it's
into a
yours
relationship,
to deal with.
Right. Like, I understand that you're embarrassed about the debt that you have and that you're sensitive about it. However, if I'm marrying you, I'm taking on this debt as well. So I need to know, can I climb this mountain and am I willing to climb it with you?
Well, my brother-in-law has been married for 19 years now, but he would not marry his future wife until she cleaned up her debt.
All right.
And he's very honest about it. He just said, look, your debt's ridiculous. Everyone's in some debt, but he's like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not getting tied to this. You need to clean it up. But apparently, that's the motivation she needed, and she started taking care of her business.
Good.
Yeah.
10 questions you should really ask your partner before marrying them. Who do you think should be responsible for keeping the house clean?
What?
You.
No. We both are.
Yeah.
If we both live here, we're both responsible for it.
Exactly. Clean the damn house.
I mean, what?
You see a mess, clean it.
I would find that a very weird
Do
question.
this. Do what you would do if you lived alone.
Right.
But some people don't work that way. Like, I have plenty of friends that the wife doesn't work. Like my one friend, he owns a company. He's like, I don't clean the house. Sure. It's like, I bought it.
Yeah. I have found
but I'm saying, like, that's their deal.
Yeah.
I've found that people clean to their level of bother.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is why dudes tend to not have very clean places, just because we don't care about the mess near as much as women do. Which is why the onus is on women. No, it's not. We don't care about the mess that you do. Right.
And I will vacuum everything.
Now, and I have told my
and
wife,
I will dust everything. But my wife will constantly do the laundry and it's like we never have to talk about it.
Right.
Everything's kind of taken care of. We just do what we do.
and I've told my wife, like, I don't care about having to do stuff. Let me know what it is that's bothering you, and I will go clean it.
Yeah.
You're leaving for work for the day. I've got the household to myself. I save the cleaning for Saturday morning when I take her to work, and I've got the household to myself. That way, I can just zone in, do my thing. I get all of my cleaning done all at once. Like, what do you have for me to put on the list? I'm not going to see it. I have man eyes. I don't care about the stuff on the counter. Right. I don't care. If you do, tell me so I can get it off.
If you had eyes like the girl you like, Anya Taylor-Joy, you'd see it all.
I could clean and read a book. Do you want kids? If so, when? I feel like that's an initial question.
I mean, do you want kids? That's a fair question. When? Like, man, I don't know.
Right.
You got to feel that S out.
Well, some people, they want it next year.
Yeah, and I feel like you would have that. I mean, even if you start seriously dating, like that conversation comes up.
It does come up. And even my wife and I, when we talked about it, I said, man, I got no problem having kids. I was like, but let's have some fun first.
Sure.
Because once they show up, dude, you're broke and you're in it. And having kids is fantastic. But we had some fun before they showed up.
If you're dating with purpose, with the idea to find somebody to marry, I feel like kids
That's crazy to me.
Is something that you knock out early on to see if you're wasting your time or not. Am I crazy for that?
No, you're right. Look, I know people that have done it, and they want to be on that train. And these are dudes.
Right.
They were like, I want to get married, I want to have kids. They would date every chance they got, and then found a girl that was like, I want to get married and have kids. They got married.
Away we go. You bet, dude. How much would you be willing to spend on big ticket items like a mattress or a car?
Well, what did we make?
Yeah.
Hopefully you continue to make a little bit more money each year. So, like, you buy what you can buy.
And would that stress the marriage that much? Like, well, I really want a very nice Porsche.
No, because it's so budgetary, right? So when my wife and I first together, like, any mattress will do, right?
Right.
Now we can make better decisions about it, and we understand that, but what car do we have? The car that she had when we met, I called it Charo, because even when you pulled the keys out, it was still shaking.
I know.
Right? But we've upgraded. So
Right.
you do what you can with the budget you've got.
Exactly. 10 questions that you should really ask your partner before marrying them. Can you stick to a budget, or do you oftentimes spend more than you intended to?
You would know that.
If you have a
At the
budget,
point
you're off to a
told-
good start.
But if you're at the point that you're considering marriage, I would think you would already have an idea on that.
Sure.
Like, I don't need to ask you that. I will witness this in the time that we're dating.
Exactly. How important is sex to you? Which,
Again,
honestly, we laugh about it. That's a decently important question.
But to me, it depends.
correct.
Who are you having sex with? You know what I mean? The idea, like, you'll know after you have sex a few times.
Yeah,
Like,
fair call.
I think we're going to have sex 4 days a week. Other ones are like, this will be once every 2 weeker.
Well, I also believe that you don't meet someone in a week and get married. So you've been with a person for a year or 2 or 3 or whatever the deal is leading up to it. So you guys know your sexual prowess, so to speak, already, and,
or lack
and
thereof.
the time and when and the days and what is preferred and all those things. So,
And Ted's question, where is it cool for me to go with this?
yeah, right. I think you already know that stuff going into the point where you're going to get married.
Yeah.
Right. 10 questions.
Yeah, but I mean, he's right. You're both right. Like, I feel like that's a natural conversation you would have. I don't think anybody thinks I'm going to get married and have more sex.
Oh, God, if you do, I mean, get that out of here.
Well, and I've known people that have abstained from sex until after they were married. And so that conversation came in. They're like,
I've met people that said that.
I've met people that have said that, but I have met people that have done it.
Really?
They've made it.
Man.
10 years they dated.
Damn. They dated for 10 years
10
and
years.
still didn't have sex.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
If that were the deal and I liked it that much, I'd be like, I know
Now,
we've been dating for a week and a half. Do you want to get married? We can get it in old, but I'm dying to get
Talking
in there.
about a little leaguer taking a 101 mile an hour fastball. Boy, oh boy, that is not going to end well.
10 questions you should really ask your partner before marrying them. Have you ever been arrested or faced any legal trouble?
All right.
I mean, that's
fair.
You think that might have come up in conversation in the 2 or 3
Thank
years you were
you.
dating?
Yeah.
Thank you. If you've been dating for 2 or 3 years, you will know about the legal trouble. by
Oh,
now.
yeah, babe, I've been arrested, but
Right.
no.
Arrested,
Sorry.
that's one thing. Legal trouble, that's another thing.
Baloney,
Yeah, you're
baloney. Oh, I mean, yes, you know that. You know if your partner's a criminal.
Right.
And then the number one question that you should really ask your partner before marrying them. Oh, God. How do you feel about divorce?
Wow. That's how you're starting out this race?
You might want to ask them that after you've been married.
Hey!
How do you feel like having a heart attack on this half marathon? Never thought of it.
That's a tough one.
Right.
Whiz.
How do you feel about it? It
Look-
depends how this is going to go.
It's a hell of a pep talk, Coach.
Nobody does, or at least should, get married with the idea of like, we're going to give this a couple years and get divorced.
Right.
Like, I would assume, right, you don't want to get divorced. You're getting married because it's like, I really like this. I want to keep this feeling going for the rest of my life. And then things happen.
Of course. If you're going to ask that question, just draw up the prenup.
No kidding.
Because that's
dude.
basically what you're saying.
Nobody's jazzed about divorce. Initially.
Well, yeah.
Not
you're right.
initially.
Initially.
There is a point. It's like, I'm jazzed.
Right. There comes the point.
It's a lot of times it's more exciting than your wedding day.
Oh, no.
No, I'm being dead serious.
I know, buddy.
Because the
I
wedding
know.
days, you're nervous. You know, you have all these families, all these strings pulling you every different way. Divorce is like, I'm free.
It's like you're being released from prison.
I'm free. Yeah. Hey, can I bum a cigarette? I just got out of jail.
Let me use your cell phone.
Yeah.
Gonna go get a job back in groceries like
Oh,
Red.
my God. No, take it. No, you can take it. Take that. Yeah, it's yours.
A man in Spain is under investigation for ruining some cave paintings, but you won't believe why he did it, Miles.
Why did he do that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
All right, thank you, sir. Headlines are coming in at 5:50. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This at 206-803-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
This is NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association. It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed, and today we toast 29-year-old Jacob Miller of Gallipolis, Ohio. I think I said that right, but I don't know.
All right.
Gallipolis, Gallipolis. I believe it's Gallipolis. Gallipolis. Either way, that is where Jacob lives. That's also where a convenience store is located, but this particular convenience store is the one he decided he was going to break into and rob. He brought a few tools with him, and he actually managed to get the register open and grab a bunch of the money, and then he takes off out of the convenience store. Unfortunately, he realized that he left something important behind. Was it his cell phone? No. Was it his wallet? No. Was it a job application? No, nothing like that. What he left behind was the money that he had just pulled out of the register. So realizing his mistake, he returned to the scene of the crime, only to find police waiting for him. He was promptly arrested on the spot. What a moron.
I thought you were going to say like he left his 1-year-old baby in there.
Nope. The money. He spent the time prying open the register, pulls the money out, but forgets to get the money. Like he opened it and then takes off like, ha-ha! You are the worst criminal ever. It's the money, man. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, John. Welcome to the Men's Room.
How are you doing?
Hola. Doing well, John. You understand how this here game is played?
Yes, I do.
All right, fantastic. You have your choice of one of three stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have bite me, in other words, what did someone find in their food? And finally, hit me with your best shot, where you guess the unconventional weapon that someone chose to use as a weapon.
Just because I'm going to have to go with the first option.
Go drugs. All right, here's your story. Believe it or not.
We lose had it.
We go to Florida. Can you believe that? Well, a Florida deputy, he's recovering after a man bit his head and tried to steal his gun during an EDM music festival in the Panhandle. Ted, I knew you'd be interested as soon as I said that. Now, according to the Holmes County Sheriff's Office, the deputy was on foot patrol at Soul Fest 2024 when he was attacked by one James Anderson. Investigators say that Anderson was under the influence of a lot of drugs, including PCP, LSD, ketamine, mushrooms, etc., etc. Then went on to say that during the assault, Anderson tried to grab the deputy's gun and bit a chunk out of his head.
Wow.
Now, Anderson remained combative, even though the deputy tried to tase him. Now, eventually, he was restrained by several other deputies. Both Anderson and the deputy were taken to an area hospital for treatment. Now, Anderson himself, he's going to face charges of aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest with violence, and probably a host of drug-related charges. So today, the question is, what drug was not found in his system? What drug was not found in his system? Was it?
Nice. I'm curious. Yes.
Yeah. Was it cocaine? Was it weed? Was it Xanax? Or was it fentanyl? So was it cocaine, weed, Xanax, or fentanyl? One of these was not found in the system. Keep in mind, they found PCP, LSD, ketamine, and mushrooms, and there's one other drug he had in there.
I'm going to have to say the fentanyl.
Fentanyl for John. Okay. I'm going cocaine.
Dude needs to chill out because he didn't smoke any weed.
Weed.
Okay. That's what I mean, it seems like he would have weed, but like...
He was doing a lot of stuff I wouldn't have expected.
What drug was he not on? Coke, weed, Xanax, or fentanyl? We'll find out next.
That was a tease. A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
From the mind of a 2-foot-tall talking spokes puppet comes this year's biggest challenge. It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare, the hottest game show on TV that asks, what happens when you compare Bob's to the competition? You get style. You get quality. You get beeps and boops and dings and whomps. And thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture. Shop in store or at mybobs.com to play now.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Category drugs on profile list. We got a Florida deputy. He was working a festival when a festival goer bit his head. He was on a lot of drugs at the time, trying to actually take the gun from the deputy before other deputies came around.
Oh, yeah.
Managed to corral those guys. So the question this time is, what drug was he not on? Cocaine, weed, Xanax, or fentanyl?
And, John, that is a question that we posed to you. And, John, sadly, we start with you. You went fentanyl. No, my man, he's added to the collection.
It's in there.
Ted, you said obviously he's not chilled out. He needs weed.
Yep.
Oh, no. He needs it. It's in the system. I think the PCP may have eaten away at it. And, Miles, you went cocaine.
I did. Okay.
The one drug that he did not do at his EDM festival was cocaine. Because that stuff will kill you.
Well, it's more expensive.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Now for all TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
You guys watch any Olympic stuff yesterday?
I did not yesterday, no.
I was filling Mike in today. I was watching on my phone. The USA had a tough one.
Spoiler alert.
Thank you.
USA had a tough one against Serbia in basketball, but they came back and won it.
What was the final?
They won by 4?
Okay.
But they were down 10 or 12 heading into that fourth quarter.
Damn. All right. But that'll put a fire under their ass, man.
They won by 4, 94-91.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I forget who it was.
91.
Famous basketball player. They were talking about just the FIBA rules.
All right.
And like some of the rules are different. Basically, you can goaltend in Olympic Games.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You could goaltend. I want to say the 3-point line is closer. There's a couple other things. But this person who played, I think she was a WNBA player back then. She was also saying, like, the ball's just different. Like, it's slicker.
Really?
And it's just, it's not the normal basketball they play within the NBA
that
and
sucks.
stuff.
Well, I guess, technically they say NBA regulation basketball, so.
And it's just kind of weird. It's like some guys are super good, but for whatever reason, it doesn't translate over. Like, Curry hit some big shots today, but he hasn't been, like, lighting it up.
Right.
Whereas, like, Kevin Durant, you put him on in that situation. I mean, he has the most points all time for any American over there.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. So it's just kind of weird how the game is different, but they should still kick ass and still win this tournament.
Right.
So I'm counting on that. All right, everybody's been talking about, besides the Olympics, a lot of election news going on. You have Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. He's the vice president nominee for Kamala Harris. People say her name all different ways, and I get confused.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say Harris. VP Harris. So basically, a lot of people, when they announced this, they said, hey, he looks a lot like Steve Martin. So obviously, SNL, they were like, you should play him on SNL. He said Lauren Michaels reached out to him on Wednesday. But basically, Steve Martin just said, he's like, look, I'm not an impressionist. You need somebody that can really nail the guy. He's like, I was picked mostly because I have gray hair and glasses.
That is exactly why he was picked.
He also said, like, I don't want to do that role all the way through the election cycle.
No. That's the other thing. You're stuck with it forever, right?
Correct. Like, Maya Rudolph is coming back to play VP Harris.
Yeah.
But she was on that show.
And she already played her.
Right. And she used to be a cast member.
Yeah.
So for her, I don't think that's as big of a deal committing to being on, right? Because they'll start back up, like late September?
Yeah.
And then the election will be in November. So it's like you got 2 months of doing shows, which also, if I'm Steve Martin, like, I don't know, man. I'm basically retired. I like to play my banjo. Like, I don't want to spend 12 weeks in New York City.
Plus, he's got a show that
Or
he
6
tapes
weeks.
as well.
Yeah.
But only Murders in the Building, which oddly enough is taped in New York City.
Oh, it is?
It is, yeah, because they live in.
All right, well, then what's your problem, Steve Martin?
It changes everything.
Yeah, it changed his tune. Bet Martin Short would do it. And aren't you guys
he would.
buddies? Yeah. I don't know why I'm so angry about that. So he turned it down. And look, it's SNL. They'll find somebody to play him. And the impression, especially the political people, are generally pretty memorable, right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like Dana Carvey as Ross Perot. Did he also do Bush?
I think, was he?
Yes, he did.
Bush.
He did the original Bush.
Senior,
Bush
yes.
Senior.
Correct.
Right. And then I think Will Ferrell did a lot of W stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I can't remember his name right now. I used to do
Portlandia guy was, what's his name?
Phil Armistead?
Fred. Mm-hmm. Fred Armistead.
Fred,
yeah.
not Phil.
He was Obama.
Yeah.
Every time it came up.
Jay Farrow did it a little bit, I think, maybe.
He did a little, but I want to feel like that was
For a couple years,
yeah.
maybe.
I'll tell you what,
Maybe 8 years, so somewhere in there.
Jay Farrow, man, go see him when he comes to your town and plays a show.
Is he that funny?
He's funny, but I mean, his impressions are just second to none. They are so good.
Didn't he do the Shannon Sharp where he kept licking his lips every time he talked? Was that Jay Farrow who did that?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember if it was him, but yeah, somebody did it. Yeah.
Shannon Sharp has always talked that way. I saw an old clip from Hard Knocks.
Oh, my God.
When they were in Baltimore, and one of the other players was making fun of him, and I forgot, that's just the way he talked.
But he nailed him. I mean, even Shannon Sharp laughed at this guy.
That was their
the rookie
impression talent
thing,
night, whatever the hell it was. Bless you. But he came out with the Kangol on.
Yeah.
He got interviewed.
The bucket hat,
one of his other players. And Shannon Sharp's in the back of the room with the same hat on.
I know.
Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer, she's joining the Yellowstone franchise. There's going to be another Yellowstone spinoff.
Come on, man.
Madison.
Are people clamoring for this? Like, in your opinion, is this a good idea? Because he did Yellowstone. Then there's all these spinoffs. Then he put out whatever is the Yellowstone cowboy movie he just put out.
Honestly,
I mean, it's just, I feel like you're just getting inundated, not just with that Western kind of thing, but specifically Kevin Costner's point of view on the Western kind of thing.
He doesn't do, he's just the star of Yellowstone.
Right.
It's Sheraton. That's why him and the guy that created it, Sheraton, they beef with each other. But that's the issue, is that Sheraton wrote everything. He directs them, he writes them.
Sure.
So, like, him and Costner having a beef, it's kind of tough because it's like, well, it's a great role you're in.
You need each other.
I'll be with you. Generally, I don't care for all the spinoffs, but like some of them are pre-Yellowstone. Some of them, I think, are a little more updated. But honestly, if you like Yellowstone, they're all good.
Okay.
Yeah. What was it? 1889, then like 1929. That one's
I kind of feel that way about the Star Wars franchises on Disney Plus.
That's true.
They're all different. They're all kind of somewhat intertwined, but they're all unique. But there's not a bad one.
Yeah, and I mean I'm with you, Thrill. I was like, I'll give it a try. Then I was like, God damn, man, this is good too.
Okay, yeah.
So you end up, if you like those shows, you end up watching them. I've said before, Yellowstone's a good show. People get real fired up. Look, I can't really talk trash. I own a cowboy hat now, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just kind of funny. Like, people are really into Yellowstone.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so she's gonna be in this series. It's a heartfelt study of human connection following a New York family in the Madison River Valley of central Montana. Which is, again, kind of funny.
It's like Green Acres.
Well, the whole point of Yellowstone, how it really started, was like they don't want developers coming there and this and that. But like I told you, when you go to Montana, I mean, that's a ton of those people. Some of the, like Flathead Lake has a couple islands in it, and there's one house on there. Everybody that worked on it won't say whose it is. Because they can't. But it's amazing. I mean, I want to say somebody told me it had to be like $50 million or something just to get the supply, because it's on an island that has no infrastructure.
Right. So you got to build yourself.
Build everything on there.
And I get the point of view of Montana. Like, there's a reason I chose to live here.
Yeah, and for a lot of people too, it just sucks, right? Like, and I get it. I mean, look, I grew up in cities, so I saw it with gentrification. But I don't know what you call it when it happens in the country, but it's basically the same thing. There's a lot of people that live there that are a little unhappy now. So they're like, the housing prices are going through the roof.
Which means I have to pay more in taxes.
Yeah.
And be around more people. And the reason I live here is to not be around more people.
Yeah, right. A lot of people. Montana is a very interesting state. And again, probably one of the most beautiful ones you'll ever drive through. Massive. I think it's like 10 hours to get to that state.
It is a big ass state.
USA got some more gold medals. I think now they have the gold medal count. They're number one and medal count.
I know the number one medal count, but number one gold as well. Because I feel like we keep going back and forth with China. Like each day, someone keeps.
It is kind of. I haven't looked today,
but honestly, so it's like each day, someone like, "Ha USA is the lead," and then 8 hours later, like China's back in the lead, and just repeat.
Yeah, and again, like we send a ton of athletes. Mm-hmm. We also have private. The Olympic program has a lot of people that fund it.
Yeah.
So like the U.S. Olympians actually, that's kind of a decent thing. A lot of countries. You have a regular job and then you do the Olympic stuff on the side. So that's pretty good. Let's see. French pole vaulter, the dude with the huge hog.
Yep.
I guess he talked about it and now deleted TikTok. I'm sure you can find it out there if you want to.
Now deleted? He had to delete it?
He said something funny. And I forget what it was. But it was almost like a tongue-in-cheek, like, yeah, I got a big one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So that doesn't meet the I guess the standards of TikTok?
No, it's not TikTok. It's probably his team or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe.
I figure if you're done with the competition at that point,
Yeah, but I mean, you still have parents and stuff.
That is correct.
Yes. And I'm sure, like, his parents probably remind him, hey, it's your mother. I'm on TikTok, too. Like, I will take it down, Mom.
But Mom knows because she married his father.
Skips a generation. Oh, you got it.
A theory that's been going around for a while that has now been confirmed. SpongeBob's voice actor confirmed that the character is autistic.
Were people speculating that he was?
Correct.
Okay.
You never heard that one before?
No, I mean, look, I do not keep up on SpongeBob, and I don't watch it, etc. But I didn't know that, like, that was a thing. But that's kind of cool if he's like, yeah, he is.
Yeah. He said a person who was obviously on the spectrum came up to him and said, I have a question for you, Tom Kenny. Is SpongeBob himself autistic? I said, yeah, of course he is. You know what? That's his superpower, the same way it's your superpower.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different things that go on, and there's different, that's why they call it
different
a spectrum.
degrees of it, right?
Different degrees of it and stuff. But yeah, SpongeBob is pretty funny. And I know if you have a kid, I want to say that new SpongeBob movie came out last Friday on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
cool.
it's the one featuring his kind of girlfriend, not girlfriend. Mike, is that his girlfriend, the squirrel?
No.
It's not?
Squirrel.
They're just friends.
There's no sponge squirrel. Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
You've never seen the show?
I've seen
She's
it,
the
but
chick that's always hanging out with him. Yeah. Seems like they spend a lot of time together. I mean, they could be together.
He might be a bench player.
They're just buddies, man.
Just buddies?
Yeah, he's a bench player.
He is.
I was going to say they ain't just buddies.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see her.
Sandy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I recognize her. Man, I was thinking SpongeBob, based on that picture, is like, she is crazy.
Well, yeah, and she's a squirrel. So I don't really know what she's doing down there in Bikini Bottom.
Don't eat crabs, yeah.
There is, I think on NFL Network, you could watch some of the football games on. Remember, outside of like last week, that was the Hall of Fame game. So that was on a national broadcast. And, the NFL wanted you to see it. But most of your preseason games are just going to be on your local channels.
Right.
So, but again, if you have NFL Network,
right.
Even if, let's say you live in Seattle and you're not originally from here, if you watch NFL Network at all over the next 3 or 4 days, they will replay almost every preseason game. They'll fit it into a time window so you can sit there and actually watch it. But speaking of sports, got a big one tonight. Little League World Series. You got the Northwest Championship Final.
Okay.
6 p.m. South Hill Little League. From Puyallup down there. They are in the final tonight.
Nice.
That
Can
game,
you
Imagine being a little leaguer and playing a 9 o'clock game. That's your bedtime.
It's the Northwest Final.
Oh, it's not. So it's not in Williamsburg. It's not in Williamsburg.
No.
They play it here.
That's the Little League World Series.
Oh, okay. It's golly, 9 o'clock's a line. That's late for any 12-year-old. Hell of that.
We're on this coast, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I figured they were already in Williamsport.
I believe if they win the Northwest Final, then they will be in the USA portion of the Little League World Series.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Detroit man steals a go-kart from the Family Dollar store, then drives to a gas station to sell it. Meanwhile, an Ontario premier tells citizens going to the beach to not go there and take a dump. Florida man bets friend $100 that he can get on the news and wins. 12-year-old from Maryland is good at catching species with fins. And a Pennsylvania claw game machine offers a live groundhog as a prize. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
Our top story, we go to Spain, where a man made a pretty big boo-boo. Spanish authorities are investigating the man after he allegedly damaged cave paintings that are thousands of years old. The story goes that he went into the caves and proceeded to pour water over the cave paintings.
Why?
It is known that the paintings of the cave were made on limestone that contains water-soluble salts, and when water makes contact with them, the salts dissolve and come to the surface when water evaporates, leaving a crust that causes irreparable damage to the paintings. And that's a great question that you asked, Steve. Why? So that he could get better photos for social media.
Man.
Boy, that's awful faded. Let me just pour some water on there. Really make those colors.
Is that really why?
That's exactly why I did it.
Jesus.
You're missing the point. Never mind. I don't need to explain it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man.
Some things were not meant for social media.
Here's the thing to me. All right. And we got to change how we do criminal justice. All right. So, look, I'm not going to throw you in jail for this. It's your choice. Now, I can throw you in jail for 24 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Or you can pay a $5,000 fine and we get to beat you with a sock full of soap for 10 minutes. Because we'd rather beat your ass than put you in jail. And I understand if you don't want to do that, then you got to do the jail thing. But I want $5,000 and we just get to beat your ass.
Exactly.
And you're just going to do the ass whipping. A guy named Bruno. He only has one eye and he's in a bad mood all the time, man.
Bruno's just going to whip your ass because you're an idiot.
That's it. You're stupid.
And I feel like all of us at some point in our lives need to find something that we're like, man, we need to take a picture of this moment. And then you take a picture of that beautiful thing and then you realize the picture doesn't capture near what your eyeball does.
Nope.
Okay. Cave paintings on that list. That's okay. You can go and see them without putting them up on social media. You're good. You're good.
That's like, you don't need to put them on social media. We can find images of those cave paintings if we want to.
Right. Well, spoiler alert, dude. I wanted to go to those caves and go check out those paintings. Now you ruined it with your doggone photos on social media.
Bruno, beat his ass.
That's right, jackass. In other news, we go to Detroit, where a thief didn't play it as safe as he should have.
Uh-oh, do we need Bruno again?
We might need Bruno. Police got a call about a man that had his go-kart stolen, but he didn't have to go far to find it, as the thief put the cart up on Facebook Marketplace to sell. He coordinated with the authorities to agree to buy the cart from the thief, establishing a meeting place at a local gas station. He initially arrived in a stolen van, attempting to get the owner to ride to his home to get the cart, but left and came back driving the cart after the owner refused. After he made it back to the gas station, police descended upon the man and were able to arrest him following a short chase.
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah, 24 months in prison and Bruno.
Can't believe there's a market on a go-kart. Just doesn't seem as popular as it used to be.
I'd buy
Maybe the fact that, obviously living in the city, that's a different thing.
Well, I think that's it, right? We live in the city.
But most of the people I know, even in West Virginia, they drive those like Polaris
those
wheel drives or four
side by sides. Yeah,
but not a go-kart.
But go-karts are fun, man. We just did it for the Dumb Olympics.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I love a go-kart.
If I had the space, I'd buy it.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know anybody who has one.
Right. And I don't know who's actively looking for one, which
Actually,
makes
my
it
buddy,
even more stupid. Than
just
let's just throw it up on Facebook.
That's my buddy. We call him the Naked German.
Okay.
John, right? The beer guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he made it himself, but he has a dune buggy.
Oh, right.
And anytime my kids are in proximity to his home, they will close down the street. And it's like Mad Max, man. He's driving it. All the kids pile in, and I cannot explain how happy they are.
Yeah.
He's maybe going 15 miles an hour, but in their mind, they're going 2,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They scream.
Open air.
Man, oh, dude. They're absolutely stunting in this thing. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Up in Ontario, where the local beaches are having a sanitary issue.
Uh-oh.
Rumors have been going around that people are enjoying a day on the beach, but are pitching tents to hide in while they defecate in holes that they dug in the sand. Shouldn't be all that big of an issue, but,
Wait, what?
You're right, Ted.
Is there not bathrooms there?
Here's the thing. Ontario Premier Doug Ford made a statement to the media that was pretty succinct. Quote, "Folks, don't be pooping on the beach." It's as simple as that.
Simple request, isn't it?
He then pointed out that the province had given the local town more than $700,000 to build new bathrooms on the beach.
Also, going to the water.
No kidding, dude.
I mean, if there's no bathroom,
anyway.
That's where fish go.
Hey!
He's got to be a distant relative of Chris Farley.
You think?
That guy.
Don't go pooping on the beach.
No, you got to look at this guy. I mean, he's exactly what Chris Farley looked like when he was younger.
Is there any relation to Rob Ford?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, it's his brother.
They're
for
brothers.
real? Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wow,
That's
Rob Ford.
wild, dude.
Right, they both were in office,
right.
but Rob passed away.
he did.
Yeah. There's a blast from the past in there.
I forgot about Rob Ford. Was the former, mayor of Toronto?
Yeah.
And he was
was
crack and stuff.
Yeah, he was a unique dude.
Remember when he was Rasta there for a minute?
To me, he was like the John Daly of being a mayor.
Yeah.
Except more criminal.
The local mayor is disputing the claims, however, saying that there is no evidence from anyone that that undesirable or unsanitary behavior has occurred on the beaches.
Sorry, man. I dug a hole.
Honestly, dude, if they're burying it deep enough, do we care?
But what's deep enough? Put it this way,
6
Mike.
feet under.
If you know that it's there, it's not deep enough.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fair
that's a
call,
good point.
Steve. Wait. Hold off on that. Turn the band off. Just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go to Maryland, where a 12-year-old has made quite the achievement. She's a fishing enthusiast and has been interested in the sport since the young age of 3, having earned the nickname the Bluegill Queen for her affinity to catch the species. But in her short life, she sought out and reeled in several of the rare catches within the waters of Maryland, having caught trophy-sized fish of 10 of the rare species, which has earned her the Master Angler Award. Officials say the casual fishermen, they're in their 60s, but they might catch 2 of the rare species in their lifetime.
I'll be damned.
She's legit hunted these things down.
What kind of fish is it?
Just a handful of the rare
So they have, they have 60 different fish in the state of Maryland. And then they do a chart, kind of like being an Eagle Scout, where you need to get certain fish requirements as far as size of the fish, rarity of the fish, freshwater fish, saltwater fish, bottom fish, top fish, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Once you get a certain percentage of all those boxes checked, then you become this master angler.
Exactly. You need at least 10 of the rare fishes that are in those waterways.
So like a marlin would be one.
Absolutely.
Out on the coast of Ocean City.
Exactly.
They got the white marlin tournament going on right now.
Snakefish would be one from the rivers of the Potomac.
But that one you can actually catch on land.
And there. Men's Room Sports, the Mariners lose the series against the Tigers after last night's loss. The series wraps up tonight over on Route at 6:40 with Brian Woo taking the mound. You've also got regional championship games in the Little League World Series over on ESPN and Olympic coverage on NBC and USA. As far as the Olympics are concerned, yet again, Ted, I appreciate you. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
We need to congratulate for the women's 400-meter hurdles, Sydney McLaughlin-LeBron, Tara Davis Woodall for women's long jump, Grant Holloway for the men's 110-meter hurdles, and the running total is 30 gold medals for the United States and 103 medals overall. We are still currently ahead of the People's Republic of China by about 2 gold medals, if I'm not mistaken. So more coverage on that after tomorrow. As far as your weather, if you like today, you've got some good news. We're getting another mostly sunny day tomorrow, save for some clouds earlier in the morning, with temperatures topping out right around 87 in the afternoon. And that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. Finally, Friday, the return of Ted versus the FCC and a Bad Choice Friday.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.